This is FCM on DR Sports, and it's live.
Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to another episode of FCM. You already know what time it is. Sunday service is in full effect. It's your host, Mayowa. Quadri to my left, I've got the cult hero, the one and only Culture Cams, and to his left.
You bored, mate?
Sorry? Sorry?
Just did a PB, you know what I mean, in the gym.
What
A bit.
you saying? How much?
110 on the bench.
Woo! Aye, 100 Club, yeah?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, welcome, man.
He's
You were doing that back in the day, was that gold?
Bro, no.
Hey, we're doing an FCM 100 kg challenge.
What, entry 100 kg?
Send your 100
Send your video.
kg.
If you can't do 100 kg,
Get out of the gym.
don't
Get out the chat.
bro. If you can't bench 100, get the out of here, bro. That's the new cool.
Hey.
Well, you know everyone's doing that breathing.
Yeah.
Breathe out. 100
100
kg.
kg challenge, bro.
Put your
Push
two
that.
No
plates up.
3-point collectors. 100 kg
100
collectors.
kg.
Hey, real grind.
See, we've got the one and only for Kadani in the building. And listen, if you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. We have a little tradition here. You know, football's it's not an easy game.
It ain't. It
Not-
ain't.
Especially in this era we're seeing right now. So if your team did what needed to be done this week, went out, collected the 3 points, hold tight the 3 point
Hey.
collectors wherever you are, man. Did your thing, man. Hold
Not
tight
quite.
the participants as well.
Feels like it though. Not quite, but it feels like it. Can't lie. Can't lie. Look,
So
yo.
we're climbing those
know what it
ladders.
is? Listen, we're like halfway between the collectors and participants this week.
Listen, man.
We'll get into it.
You're somewhere, man. Someone's collecting nothing. Hold tight the participants, and let's get straight into it. I feel like there's a lot to talk about this week. There's a lot of football coverage. But let's start with the 4 p.m. kickoff on the Sunday. This was billed as the final farewell. It was billed as the C'est la vie.
Pack your
Billed
bags.
as the, you know that time when it was the African ball bearers and they had the dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun,
He said,
dun, dun,
2 doors time.
Bam, people thought it was going to be that, but to our surprise, 1-1 draw.
Deserved
Anfield.
as well.
Yes.
Deserved as well. You could argue you could have got more out of the game.
Yeah.
The chances were taken. That boy relegation Richie.
Hey,
Richie.
is this what we're doing
Relegation
now?
Richie. Remember
Is
Evan?
this what we're
You don't remember Evan?
No, because
called upon
he's
him.
always had Richie stocks, but he's kept quiet for a number of years, and now he wants to try to emerge as a
Remember, relegation
Richie.
Let the record show. After that basketball kick, I came in here and I said, no more. It's gonna go bad from here, and it did. But relegation scrap Richie.
Hey.
You
Now,
might
do
be
you know
able to
what?
do something.
Fair play to him, because today he actually played well. Led the line, was a threat throughout the game. Could have had 2 or 3 goals. And that's where I think today we were surprised, because I've said every week, bro, we're walking into it, half of our squad injured. Literally, we had 7 subs today, 2 goalkeepers, 3 youth players. Like, Kolomwani and Simmons were the only actual players who could come in and change anything. So we're going into this thinking it's a flogging, especially going to Anfield. We've never had any luck. There's always some hoodoo, some drama that happens. But today, we actually put in the performance that Spurs fans have been waiting for weeks, bro. All these weeks, we've been saying the advantage that West Ham, Forest, Leeds have is they look like they're fighting for it. They're even Wolves, who are dead and buried, are showing life and fighting for it. But Spurs were just sleepwalking to relegation. And I looked at the West Ham game yesterday. I said, they've showed us this can be done. You can be down in the dumps and play a team that's right at the top competing for stuff, and you can snatch something.
Yeah.
You can leave with something. So today, that's all I wanted. And that's exactly what we did. That was the first performance in 2026 where I'm like, yo, well done, lads. Pape Sarr today, he won the ball so many times. Bro, he won the ball so many times. Even Sousa, starting his first game at right wing, when I saw that at the starting line, I said, yo, 2-door, I hope your bags are packed at the hotel, brother. Within 10 minutes, this guy was taking shots from the edge of the box. I was seeing him do little 1-2s. He missed a close chance as well early in the game where he could have put us 1-0 up. But I thought that solid performances all round. The only person who can maybe look at is Vicario for the free kick, which is, I feel like, the story of the week almost with goalkeepers and costing us games. If it ain't Kinski, is Vicario. Whether it's Vicario shot save challenge, I tweeted out, or Kinski controller ball challenge. You're losing either way. But the rest of the team, I felt like they performed to a T. Pedro Porro got away with a little bit today because Rio in that first half, bro.
Giving him work.
Bro, I see why they're asking for that kid to start because he's a problem. He's a problem. But honestly, I felt like we deserved the point. Important point, bro. Especially when everyone around you is picking up Leeds, Forest. Good performance, good point. I'm happy with that. Can we now see this for the rest of the season? We got 8 games left. Forest next week, that's a 6-pointer. Bro, I didn't think I'd be saying this come this point of the season. Nottingham Forest next week at home. We've won 2 home games. I need a third. The race to 40 points continues.
If you lot beat Nottingham Forest next week, that should be it. That should be enough. In terms of relegation, that should be enough.
It depends on this.
I think today was massive because you like, don't lie, you feel like you won in a way, right? It feels like a win though, innit?
They told us on the show we can't celebrate draws.
Yeah, but
Maze, can I?
I got water.
Yeah, I got some water here. Hey, who's got water for me?
No, but the thing is, like, it feels like a win. It feels like a win, and that's important because the bigger game, funny enough, is Forest.
Yes.
And to go into that now, your team will have a little bit more confidence because, listen, we're going to talk about how poor Liverpool were.
Yeah.
They were extremely poor. By the end of the day, still Liverpool, it's still Anfield. You're going to be going back now. The team are going to go all the way from northwest to back down south, and they're going to feel good about walking away with a result. And then now you're going to look at Forest and think, well, we got a point at Anfield. Of course we can beat Forest. You know what I mean?
At home as well.
Yeah.
Let's try and turn that around. My only little concern is obviously we've got the midweek game with Atletico Madrid.
That tie is done,
We've
innit?
got the things, the tie is done. In my opinion, genuinely, Oluseyi, Byfield, play the kids, write it off. Because even if we do a magical remontada, bro, we're getting dumped out next round. We're just delaying the inevitable. Play the kids, rest the key starters because we've only got limited number of players anyway. And that Forest game, bro, it means it's biggest game of the season.
Yeah, because I mean, if you hadn't won today, you would have been going in on 29 points alongside all of those teams, which is just dread. Even though it's only one
every point matters.
I think it's the mentality that you take away from it. Like you said, it's the performance that the fans wanted to see. Richarlison gave everything out there. I think, to be fair, Tudor's had a lot of heat on his name, but the 2 strikers, I think it worked. I think it was a good tactical change.
This is actually, do you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that because that's what, over the last couple of games I was getting onto him, was like, yo, you basically just picked up where Thomas Frank left off with this back 3, back 5, and it's not really working because we don't really have the players for it at the moment as well. Switch and put the players in the right position. And I think the 4-4-2 today, you saw it. Liverpool left gaps. Liverpool were bad defensively. And that left us 2 or 3 players up at certain times to be able to get at them with counterattacks and stretch the game rather than just sit and absorb at Anfield and play scared. So, bro, honestly, lots of positives to take. And I did not think I'd be saying that coming to Anfield. Do you know what I mean?
The next few games for you as well. Like, what the big thing I took from that performance is Spurs are capable of showing some sort of resilience. And of course, Liverpool were not at the races. I think now for the rest of the remaining games, we're going to see who the real leaders in that camp are. Because for me, it's so sad to see 2 players not ready to play because of concussion. Like the injury list, like, it's just
the way that injury happened as well. It's like last minute of the game, Tweedledee and Tweedledum just say, "Yo, come, let's just get."
And then they can't play.
It's just the curse of the season.
So
bro.
now you've got a situation when we've spoken about Van der Ven, we've spoken about Romero, we've spoken about all of like the big personalities that we know and speak of. Now who is gonna step up and be like, this ship ain't going down on my watch. And that's going to be interesting for me to look. Sometimes it is the young players, and we'll get into Arsenal later, that come in and it's an injection of, this means nothing to me. I just want to ball out.
And look, today we saw debutant off the bench. I've said one of the biggest things even last week that we're not using more academy players in these injury moments because sometimes they can give you that kind of lease of life. And, and I always feel these youngsters, they play without fear as well. So listen,
can I say something that really quickly?
Give a lot of debuts, man.
Like it's. I know it sounds stupid here, but when you have young players, realistically, the opposition team, who's really watching tape?
They don't know.
They don't know what to expect. Even if it's someone that's got hype, you don't know what to expect. So when you throw someone in there and you tell you, just go and enjoy, pick up spaces, do something. You know, it could work, and you're in a situation now where I don't think the Spurs fans are going to turn on the academy graduates because this isn't your mess.
It will actually do the opposite. It will lift the crowd and get behind them because it's like, yo,
it's one of our own.
These are some of our own.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I mean, big up you guys. I mean, we've got to speak about the Liverpool side of it as well. I mean, Shabazz, 4th free kick of the season. Vicario's got to do better, but fair play. I mean, he has to take the free kick on target first and foremost. I think he's 1 goal away from equaling the record. I think it's David Beckham and Laurent Robert with 5 free kicks in one season. But apart from that, I mean, I understand Liverpool fans' frustration. Like, there's just times where Liverpool just look lackluster.
Bro,
Can't kill off teams, can't kick out of second gear. The second half, it was just kind of like they were just there for taking.
Playing with their food.
Playing with their food. After you guys got the goal, they got the fast break. And you're watching this thinking that, yeah, here we go. At least they're going to score. Nothing again.
Yeah.
Just really, it's almost like they feel like their season is done and there's nothing to play for.
Which is weird because they have got a lot to play for.
Yeah. Like,
you're in a battle for 4th.
Yeah.
Champions League, you lost the first leg. And honestly, I'm looking at this, and I said a couple of weeks ago that if Arne Slot loses that Galatasaray tie, I think this could be his job. And with this performance in between it, I think the fans will be bathing for his blood, bro. Like,
I think Galatasaray.
I think Galatasaray could potentially leave Anfield with something. If Spurs in their worst run of form, who haven't won a league game all season long, 6 losses in a row, can come in the second half and be that comfortable, bro. I didn't think I'd be that comfortable at Anfield, and you're telling me Galatasaray with Osimhen?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I don't see why Galatasaray wouldn't be able to get a goal. Yeah, I mean, they're winning 1-0. I think Liverpool have to score about 2-3 goals to get rid of them. You know what I mean? And I don't know. Like, I know people are going to talk about Anfield factor and all that, but like, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know. Like,
what did you lot make of the setup today? Because Gakpo up front, Salah dropped, Ekitike dropped. It started Rio, which was what everyone's been asking for.
What I liked in the first instance,
I hated it.
In the first instance, the idea of having Rio and Frimpong to be direct, I understand it, because one of the things they've had an issue with this season is there's not a lot of dynamism. It's a bit stale. And like with Rio, I think he made maybe 8 or 9 different runs. You could see there was intention.
He was troubling Porro.
There was intention behind everything he was doing. The next stage is you want to get end product into the areas to try and get goals. I think that's where it lacked a little bit for them. And then I'm sorry as well, I have to call it out. When the wide areas are not working, you hope that your man in the middle can be a magic man. Just wasn't working for Verts today. Some of the touches, some of the passing, I was like, no, this is when your team needs you even more, because it's not really working on the wides. Rio's young. You can't pin anything on him. He had a great chance where Frimpong pinged it over. He cut in and just kind of skied it. But you can't put everything on a 17.
I thought Rio was the only threat, a proper threat. You know what I mean? Like, look, he's young. So if it was a more experienced player, we would probably be saying, where was the end product type thing. But he had Pedro Porro where he wanted him. You know, and Pedro Porro did not want any part of a 1v1 with Rio. He was unstoppable. Do you know what I mean? Like, the end product wasn't there, as we're saying. But he did put a ball across a box twice. He had some shots. He'll work on that. He'll get better. But I don't get the Frimpong right wing thing. I don't think he's good on the right wing.
He's just accepted he's not a right back.
And he's just putting him out there. But I'm sorry. Look, it's a tough one because Salah is playing so bad, right?
Why are you saying that laughing?
No, because it's a tough one. It's a tough one because it's like Salah is playing so bad, but like you can't bench Salah from Jeremy Frimpong at right wing. It
doesn't feel right, does it?
Can't,
it doesn't feel like, even in his worst form.
You can't.
It feels wrong,
bro. You can't do that. Like for me, you just can't. And I'm not Salah's biggest fan, but I just see it like that. Do you know what I mean? And I'm seeing him there. Gakpo, who I think has been a very frustrating player this season. As much as Ekitike is hot and cold, I would still want to see him out there in terms of him and Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai well ahead, but are some of the only people that have shown me some sort of something this season. Do you get where I'm coming from? So I feel like sometimes, too often, players are not allowed to play through their bad form. You know, it's just Ekitike's on bad form. Okay, drop him, and I start managing his minutes. But sometimes he just needs to play through it. Do you know what I mean? And I think with what Liverpool are going through, I still think he's enough of a goal threat to be out there.
With where Liverpool are, though, right, in terms of the narrative of their season and everything that's going on and the heat on the manager's back, do you think there has to be some allowance? Because he's probably thinking well, I might want to play these guys, but these guys are not firing right now. I need to try and inject.
What are you doing to set them up to be firing?
I understand that as well, but
your part, you made the sandwich, mate.
Yeah.
You're part of this.
I think there's a part of it where he thought, let me rest some players potentially for the Champions League. Spurs are in the worst form ever. these guys should still have enough quality to get me over the line, if you like. And in actual fact, it turned out, we were actually going to put in a performance today and actually show some resilience, which I don't think maybe he expected. I think he thought he could rotate the side and he would still be able to get the win. And brother, in this Premier League, you can't do that.
I don't know. I feel like I just look at Liverpool, and obviously Szoboszlai at the end of the game was talking about like, well, you lot better stick with us type thing, because when we won let's see the Prem last season with 4 games to go, you were all happy, right? So stick with us. We still got some aims, and that's fair for the best player of the team at the moment.
Yeah,
to say that. Yeah, you can say that, but I just look at Liverpool fans online. You listen to in the stadium, Anfield isn't rocking. You listen to Liverpool fans online. There's no vim in anything that they're doing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like they're just dejected. Like they've accepted. But you know, they're in a tough position because it's like we actually have a Premier League title winning manager, but he's trash.
Yeah,
like in their minds anyway. Let me not abuse him, but you know what I mean, in their mind. So it's like it's very tough position to be in, because
I think it's also how the season has gone.
It's you, Thomas Frank, what's he done for you? Nothing.
Yeah.
Maresca or Rafinha, whoever, they ain't done nothing for you. But when you've got a manager that's won you the Premier League, and then you're looking
find
at
it hard to write him off,
and then you're looking at how the season is playing out this year in terms of everyone feels like, oh, if we were just a little bit patterned, we could have been in a title race. Yeah, I can understand the disappointment from Liverpool, but it's a tough position to be in. I personally think, I said it weeks ago, I would have got rid of Arnslot in it, but I guess you got to maybe give him the grace that
moment you would have thought would have been the perfect moment for Liverpool to get rid of. Because for me, I think they were right to almost stick with him. For me, I think the Champions League would have decided a lot. And look, it wasn't the greatest title defense, if you like, but I still think he had the credit in the bank.
Yeah.
So therefore, you should be given this season to really see it out.
But
I think now,
timeline as well, you can't sack him after the Salah situation.
Yeah.
That then lingers past January.
Exactly.
Then you've got, okay, we still at UCL. It's a very difficult, because again, as an owner, you're kind of trying to, because there's the fan sentiment what you're saying, it's so right. But as an owner, you're balancing everything. We've given this guy 400 million to spend.
And I also think there's a degree of, do you want Xabi Alonso coming into this mess midway through the season, considering he's just left a job halfway through that season? Let Slot see out this season. Mess.
And then we say it's a complete write-off, and then we build again in the summer.
Again, all of these players.
That could be Champions League, though.
You could say that.
You could lose out on Champions League, and with the recruitment that they've done, it clearly looks like they need more, even though they spent what 405, whatever million.
But this is the thing for Paul, right? They're in a situation where, again, this result is so weird, and we'll get into Chelsea later, because Villa are just stone dropping,
bro.
Stone dropping.
Tanking.
And bro, it's like what
first available. They think draft picks are available.
Max Dowman.
They said we want Harvey Elliott, we want Max.
So they're dropping down, and everything points to the fact that 5 places should be enough. The only team in that sector that's really kind of like really aggressively going for it is United. United are feeling like, looking, let's steal it. You've got Liverpool just kind of playing with food, Chelsea playing with the food, Newcastle have been here for a while. It's almost like you don't want to, and we say it, for the last maybe 5-6 seasons, the top 4 race has been kind of like, you have it, no, you have
Battle
it.
of the worst.
You have
Battle
it.
of the
Battle
worst.
of the worst.
100%.
If you want to say what the Premier League is, the
6 or
top
7
4,
years,
it's been like that.
Every time.
So,
Even remember Leicester, when we got over Leicester and all
So
that.
we're no longer
third all season.
So we're no longer surprised by it, but it is weird that quartet of teams in that just completely play with their food. This is the time of year where you should be like head on. Let's lock this off. So they were disappointing, in all honesty, and
that second half was
shambolic.
That was disgraceful.
Yeah.
That second half for a Spurs team who have nothing going for them. There for the taking. You're 1-0 up. You're at home. The game was played at walking pace. It was walking pace at points. I was like, what is going on, bro? I didn't understand why Liverpool were not going for it more. Spurs were kind of just hanging in there like, oh, we're still here. Oh, it's still only 1-0.
Do you know what?
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really feel like Liverpool played with any personality at all. And you were talking about Florian Wirtz coming off, Florian Wirtz not being there. Like, we're talking about 115 million. We're talking about a British record transfer. Oh, well, I don't know if it's Isak or his second British record transfer. 115 million getting substituted, and we just don't care. No noise, no like, you know what I mean? It's just like, off you go again. You know what I mean? And that's when people can't even be bothered to speak about you. That's when you're
dangerous.
done.
Dangerous territory.
Like if you're getting cooked I think people still slightly rate you.
People,
They
people
still
not
rate you, you know what I mean?
there's
Like, you know, like
expectancy.
when you're cooking Foden, you're cooking Saka, you're cooking
Yeah.
like, we
Yeah.
kind of still rate you.
Yeah.
When you throw reverse, you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. He's off.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's because he
You
never
don't
had
care.
stocks in this country.
You
anyway.
don't care.
No, but I
It's
don't
because he's
think it's-
foreign side.
You know,
let's be
bro.
honest. No one's really like.
I heard that. But
Are
if
you
think
sure?
about
You know
Pogba,
what I mean? Because
Pogba,
Saka,
people
Cole
still spoke
Palmer,
about.
they're all like English. They've grown up. We've seen them kind of
Yeah.
brought to us. We've
Yeah.
seen the emergence of them.
But wait,
I don't
but he's
know.
not the
Coming in.
only new signing
Yeah,
to
I was gonna
not have
say.
a lot of heat on
Let's
him.
be, Xavi
New-
Simmons.
No, but listen, you lot are relegation has
Yeah.
overrided that.
Yeah.
But you're talking about like if you're talking about some players that have signed for Manchester United, that have signed for Arsenal, that have signed for Chelsea and stuff, and the lights are on them, and everyone's waiting to get onto that player. And I'm telling you, once it gets to a point where you can't. Same thing with you, like. When Spurs are losing, you're just like, you concede or whatever.
You're checked out,
You
yeah.
can't be bothered.
Yeah,
when,
yeah.
with Amrit or whatever, I can't even get emotional anymore.
Yeah.
When that happens, that's when you're fully done with something,
Yeah.
and that's why I see it with.
It's interesting. Let me go
First
through
at the
these super chats quickly. DiRicci says Dragosin is the worst Romanian player I've ever seen in a Spurs shirt. And we had a CB called Vlad Church.
Hey,
So you must
Hey,
understand how
Churches had some hype about him when he first signed,
bro.
bro.
did.
The worst thing is, I think he was horrible, bro. Both of them are just as bad as. Well.
Chirikas, you know.
Someone said, love the Jamaican Adidas top he's wearing. That's not super
That's
chat.
not
They don't
even
realise it's Bayern Munich.
Jamaica.
Hey.
They don't realise it's
show
Bayern
them who it
Munich.
is.
Bayern Munich,
Bayern
bro.
Munchen.
I'm doing this for company, brother. No, I'm not doing it for Kingston. It's for company.
That's funny.
It's not for Kingston,
That's funny.
bro.
That's funny.
Unless we're calling him Company Kingston or something, bro.
What, Kofi Company?
Bro,
Kofi
for
Company.
company, my brother.
That's funny. I'll leave the Bruno one for now. Dominic says, Pool thought they would rise like a phoenix, only to be buried by a chicken. Damn. Cams. Verts was more like Januzaj. VVD not challenging again. Washed.
Bro,
Tell you
so
what,
far this
Robertson-
season, I've
Robertson
heard
was
Verts compared to Lallana, Mount, Januzaj. Like, who was the other person? There was somebody the other day that they said something. But I'm like, he's been compared to everybody at this rate, bro. Everyone that they think is a timid type player. And Van Dijk, I'm not going to say too much. I'm waiting for the day that you two are honest about VVD, innit? But we'll have that conversation one day. What? You guys both protect Van Dijk on this
Me?
platform, bro. Yes, bro.
Me?
You used to be on Van Dijk, but
No, I don't
nowadays I
protect
don't
Van
know.
Dijk.
I don't
This guy
know.
wants
don't
to
protect
bully a
Van Dijk.
You lot-
34-year-old.
I don't protect Van Dijk. I
It's
don't
all
protect Van
good
Dijk.
piling
I don't
on.
protect
It's
Van
all
Dijk.
That's
good.
hilarious.
It's all good piling on
Do you know-
Salah.
do you know-
It's
no,
all
do you know
good.
what's
Virgil van
doing?
Dijk is the only
Because I didn't
player-
agree with the Konate thing. You said
Yeah,
I wasn't
Yeah.
protecting him.
No. He's been doing Konate defense all season long. Yeah. Midweek, Virgil van Dijk wins all his aerial duels and everything. Konate's look. Dos Locos. Who does he want to mention? Yo, Virgil van Dijk. Yeah. And I'm like, why can't the 34-year-old be seen as, oh, you know what? Age has finally gotten to him. He's declining. But his mate, who should be in his prime, was getting linked with Madrid moves, by the way. Gets overlooked.
Bro, it's all good.
Let me not lie.
Konate?
You can't speak about Konate this year.
Virgil.
No, but it's,
No one's allowed to speak about
it's
Konate
all
this year.
good where people can talk about Mo Salah. Is he not just as much of a legend as Van Dijk? Why does
Van
Mo
Dijk is
Salah
less
get...
culpable.
Everybody's so quick, so happy to say Salah's washed.
I think
What
if
about the skipper? Every single time he's at the crime scene, you know,
Speak to
and then
Liverpool
he's the
fans.
one throwing his hands in the air, throwing fits. Blah, blah.
Let me
Bro,
ask you this. Do you think Salah's drop-off this season is the same as Van Dijk's drop-off?
But Van Dijk, but
I asked you a simple
Salah's
question.
seeding last season was
I asked
higher.
you a simple question.
Salah's seeding
Has
last
the
season was higher.
drop-off been the same level of drop-off? Yes or no?
It's almost the same.
You're a liar.
It's almost the same.
You know,
It's almost the same.
you can't even keep a straight
It's
face.
no, but it's almost the same though. It's
almost the same.
it's
Yes or no?
Almost the same.
No,
bro.
that's a
Salah's
no.
is slightly bigger. Yes,
It's way
Salah's is
bigger.
bigger. Salah's is
It's
bigger.
much bigger.
But also Salah was the player of the year. Do you know what I mean? So his ceiling was higher.
Virgil van Dijk
You
was
get
a
where I'm coming
contender.
from? What?
Was he not a contender for player of the year?
Nah,
was.
that was Salah, man. That was
mean,
Salah. Van
main-
Dijk, bro, he did.
No, it's okay.
You see how they
The-
change it
We
to
all
main-
Salah,
have,
though?
the main
listen,
thing-
we
the
all
thing
have
is-
agendas. I get it. The
We've
game
got
is
stuff
game,
to get
bro.
through, but I said it at the beginning of the season. When it comes to, bro, you need to lead your team out of this. I put question marks out there. I said the leader has to lead the team out of this. I shouldn't be seeing Shabazla and whatnot. That was the question mark I put out there. I don't want to see foot pictures in your Instagram dumps. Lead your team, please. That's what I said. But let me go into the rest of these. LL Cool J says, LFC worst coach team in the world with the players we have. I want Gala to win at this point so Slot gets fired.
I actually think Gallagher going through.
I think so as well.
What do you think?
I said it before.
I
all
think
the
so
time.
as well.
I said it
Oh,
before
you
the
did?
time,
You
yeah.
did? I saw
Yeah.
your
All the time, yeah.
prediction thing. and You did.
I feel like
I think it's the final nail in the coffin.
These
for Klopp.
are the type of games where someone like Osimhen, it's like you don't want to go up against a dog like that.
He makes you work. Van Dijk, you're in for a game. But the thing about Van Dijk here is that he does score
delegate.
important goals. No, he scores important goals.
Yeah.
He might nick a goal. He might score a big goal. I can't lie. Van Dijk kind of scares me in big games, bro. But when it comes to defense, you're in for a game, bro.
Nah, you are the funniest.
What do you say? What, focus on both boxes?
You need to go into comedy, I swear. This guy he's a one of one, bro. He's a one of one. I'm not even joking.
Wayne says that was in the war the only victory survival performance by Spurs finally fighting. I hear that. What else we got? William says 120 million Adnan Januzaj. Boy. But yeah. Actually we got more. William says VVD needs Milner to chat to him again, real men.
Who needs who? Milner.
Milner to chat to him.
Apparently he's the only guy who can bollock him.
Yeah, bro.
Femi Annual, is that Femi and Emmanuel put together? Says before Wirtz kicked the ball this season, people assumed he was going to be better than Bruno just because he was techie.
It's true.
Boy.
True.
But I mean, yeah, man. Speaking of that top four,
But his tech as well is a bit. But anyway, that's another conversation. You know what I mean?
What is
you know them
mean?
like them. You can't even. His ball striking. It trickles to the goalkeeper every time. Every time he hits the ball.
Galatasaray.
You know what I mean?
He had 2 chances in
Like
that
put
game.
some vim behind it. You know what I mean? It's like
I was saying that on
full
the
of
locals.
estrogen.
I was like, that.
Wait, did you say
aggression.
estrogen?
Yeah, bruv. You know what I mean? Shots are like that. Do you know what I'm
You
saying?
saying needs me no more
No,
test.
testosterone.
No, I said his shots are full of estrogen.
Yeah, we're saying he needs testosterone.
Yeah, he needs
instead.
more testosterone.
We're saying there's a man's game and there's a woman's game. So
and,
we're saying-
and there's also a kid's game, and there's a boys' game, and it's everybody's game. You know what I
big up
mean?
to you,
It's
son.
everybody's game.
All right, cool. Speaking of top four battle, we'll go to United afterwards, but the other sort of falterers in this top 5 battle this week were Chelsea. You went to the game, so you saw close up what I've had to been dealing with the last few weeks. Talk me through your experience of watching Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. How was the atmosphere? Can I ask
You're
you?
part of the Mimosa Club now, yeah?
No, I was in the trenches.
Oh.
I was in the trenches.
Asking me got the hookup.
I was in the trenches. I was in the trenches.
Who'd you go on behalf of?
Don't worry. Don't worry. You should have watched my Instagram stories. I went in there. I told them I don't want hospitality. I want to be in the cold. I want to be with the Chelsea fans in the trenches. I want to really take in the atmosphere of the famous bridge. You know what I mean? I want to see.
How was the atmosphere?
The atmosphere was terrible.
Boy.
That's what it was. The atmosphere was terrible at Stamford Bridge. Shout out to Shaw. It was Shaw. You know, Rexona.
won't let you
It won't let you down.
You know what I mean? It won't let you down. Guys, go and get your...
Go
and
spray
get your
They're not sponsoring
Go and get
FCM.
your
They're not sponsoring FCM.
shoot. But yeah. But listen,
Other brands are available.
honestly, the what's it called? Atmosphere was poor. The atmosphere was poor, and I think, you know what it was though. Like Chelsea would get up for it only when you have a moment of a little bit of moment. Now it doesn't help that Newcastle, the way they set up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna really go too crazy on Chelsea because, bro, Newcastle are a big athletic team. If they're setting up in a low block, at the bridge, it's gonna be hard to break them down. But the only thing that I thought was disappointing, especially, was I feel like you will keep trying to do the same thing to score a goal, and that was you kept going, you'll cut in, then they'll try and play for someone to get an edge of the box shot.
Yep.
And that's either Enzo Fernandez, who just tries to pop up with one,
Cole Palmer.
Caicedo, somebody keeps
Sometimes
trying
João
to...
Pedro drifts out to try
It's just that edge of the box play, and that looks like something that is rehearsed a little bit, that Chelsea kept trying to do. Newcastle started to get a hold of that and understand that. And then when it was time for Newcastle to go forward, I always felt like they could have done more with Gordon, with even when Elanga came on, with Harvey Barnes. Chelsea's atmosphere, it's not really even about atmosphere. Sometimes your players need to inspire you. You know what I mean? They were not vibing with Garnacho. Every time he gets the ball there, they are not vibing
People
with that
get angry,
guy.
innit?
They're not rating him at all. But also as well, like, there was so much space wide, right? I thought with Garnacho and particularly Malo Gusto. And then there was moments where I'm thinking, Reece James is playing in midfield. Maybe if he's out, now I know it's not Reece James of the old way. He was this marauding right back.
50%.
But
Reece
some of them
James does
crosses
something.
in, like that Gusto's not pulling off, or he's just passing back to Cole Palmer.
Mm.
And I'm just thinking there needs to be a bit more urgency. Even when Cole Palmer would get the ball between the lines, go and penetrate them. Go and kill. He's just running, gliding a little bit, then he'll pass it square to Garnacho, or he'll pass it. Like, it didn't really feel like Chelsea had that intensity, that burst about them. And you expect that from Palmer, because let's be honest, there was a few times the lines were broken, he's turned, and he's just not, I don't know what's going on. Maybe, again, people are saying injuries and stuff. I'm not going to put it all on him because, as I said, Newcastle setup. Guys need to realise, in the Premier League now, what are you doing? You're complaining about how your team play. People are already complaining about how Michael Carrick wins games. We complain about how Arsenal win games. We complain about how City play. No team is able to play beautiful football in this league at the moment when these teams are setting up like this. There was not much Chelsea could have actually done. Do you know what I mean?
What did they
You
have?
need
22 shots. I think.
But I genuinely,
Ramsdale got man of the match.
I genuinely think, like, you need world level, generational type difference makers to break down these type of low blocks that the Premier League are setting up. Chelsea needed a prime KDB. They needed a prime Kevin De Bruyne to be in that team. Otherwise, good luck, man.
Thing
Like,
is,
Newcastle had that shut down.
Pedro was in great
With
form last
everything
week.
you're saying, yeah, I agree with it, but I want to go back to what you were saying before about things being rehearsed. And I've said this for maybe about 4 or 5 seasons. When I watch Premier League football, when I watch football in general, there's not a lot of like superstars that you're saying of that quality that have the ability to unlock. Or even if you're not superstar quality, you have one attribute that can help your team in a really significant way, whether that is abundant pace, mad playmaking. I don't want to go to United yet, but the cheat code about Bruno is whether it's the first minute or the 96th minute, he's going to attempt that pass. And if it comes off, you're basically 1v1.
But the thing with Bruno, though, is that, like, he's in that ilk of, I said you need a prime.
No, 100%. But
he's in that ilk
but I'm
of
talking
creativity.
No, I agree. But, like, we've seen Bruno do that when he's at his peak, and we've seen Bruno do that when people have been on his neck. He just has the ability that he's going to get that pass.
And he's far between that type of player.
But I know, but he's often given the license to, this guy's a madman, let him make the pass. There's been times when we've seen Bruno just do it, and it's not like, the issue I have is sometimes when I watch Chelsea, it can be very lackluster. And I think because it's lackluster, you then get frustrated. It's like, why are we not seeing more of Esteval that has shown he has a bit of quality?
He wasn't on the bench, though. He wasn't in the squad.
I think there's something gone with it.
I think something...
For me, if I'm being honest, I think him probably physically acclimatizing to the UK is probably difficult because we see it with Brazilian players sometimes. Someone like Cole Palmer, right? He has a bit of that magic. You expect him, that's what we need from you. And when it's not there, you're like, bro, you're the only one that can do it. I don't expect it from Garnacho. Like, don't get me wrong. Okay, you can run up and down the flank, but the end product's not going to be there. Same thing with Neto. So then it leaves you in a situation where you have to hope that João Pedro gets a few shots that he can get on target.
Yeah.
And if not, maybe it's a Reece James long shot, you're doomed. And that is the problem that I have with Chelsea right now. Everything's lackluster. The PSG game, I actually thought they played a good game until Jurgensen decided to throw the game. And the reason why it's frustrating for
You
Chelsea...
don't feel like that type of team that played to the occasion a little bit.
Bro, this is the issue with Chelsea because, again, I've sat here for 3 years and we can speak about the money, we can speak about the players being signed and whatnot. Realistically, if you're a Chelsea fan and you look at the team, you're thinking to yourself, you know that there's stuff that can come from it, but then you feel like you're stuck because the team is so hamstrung at times. And then the manager does things to himself. Like, I like Liam, but I don't want to hear him talk anymore. I told you, this Steve Bartlett, Daricio ball, it's enough.
It's Ruben Amorim-esque. It's too much
this Luke LinkedIn ball, it's enough. It's enough. This high performance ball, it's enough. I don't want to hear about you're reporting the referee because he stood in the centre circle. Can you tell me why a creative player's not creating?
I don't know what the hell. I don't know what Chelsea are doing with this centre circle thing. But the thing is, like, why is it being put down to? Oh, the players have just decided to do it. They weren't doing that under Maresca, bro. What? Is this some Liam Rosinha mind games or something? I'm baffled because he's really sticking up for that, but not saying it was my idea. You know what I mean? Why are they started doing now? The thing is, it's annoying because that's irrelevant to what's actually happening. But it's just it's a bit of a circus, isn't it?
And this is the thing with Chelsea. We come away from these situations where the PSG talking point could have easily been competed. Few mistakes happened. What does it turn into? oh, the manager wants to be smart and changing the goalkeeper. That's not really been an issue and whatnot. Newcastle, loads of shots, didn't take thing, but Villa dropped points. Oh, the boys are standing on a certain circle. It's too much noise and chaos at a time we don't need it. This guy came out and said, the yellow balls have moved to white balls. It's the business end of the season. Bro, you're losing games.
Yeah.
Get your head around this and find something. Fuad was saying, listen, manager, try and do something different from what Thomas Frank did. 2 strikers up top. What is the manager willing to do that even if you're playing low blocks at the end of the season, you're trying to unlock something from the team?
Yeah.
I don't see that at the moment. And also for the players as well. I can talk about the manager unlocking. Some of these players, at least show you're half the quality you were bought for.
Yeah.
At least show you're half the quality of what you bought.
Yeah.
And I don't like calling Liam Delap out. But like, I watch it and I think to myself, even your good attributes, I can't see what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's at that point now, I'm looking at Chelsea, I'm like, we might crawl our way into 5th. If we beat Port Vale, we go to Wembley again. But what else is going to come from this season, I do not know. We're not scoring 4 goals against PSG.
Yeah. At the same time,
Lackluster.
he needs to get. By the way, that whole goalkeeper situation, like both my goalkeepers are world class.
Stupid.
Like it's nonsense. You know what I mean? Like you can't be rotating goalkeepers. You know what I mean? This is when you're just starting to do too much.
Absolutely.
But also, like, as I said, when you're playing against these low blocks, it's tough, right? It's very, very tough. But at the same time, when you're playing against these low blocks, the reason why Arsenal's are so good, Liverpool's at their best, Man City's at their best, is that when the opposition do have a chance to break, it's nullified quickly. Virgil van Dijk, Konate at their best, Gabriel, Saliba, Stones, Diaz, whoever it was at their best. That's what you do when you're a top team. I'm sorry, Wesley Fofana, watching him live, it was even worse than what you're seeing on TV. It's even worse than what you're seeing on TV. Look at the effort that he put in. When that one ball goes through, look at the effort that he put in for Jacob Murphy to then pass the ball across the box to Gordon. Gordon left him because he didn't even attempt anything. Didn't even attempt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that, I'm sorry, is 80 million signing, who is, yes, he's still relatively young, 24, 25? But he should really be taking kind of a senior role in that team.
Everyone in that team is 24, 25.
You know what I'm saying? No, but he really should be. Like, he's played in the Premier League for years. He should be ready to.
This is my thing, right?
If Arsenal, if Chelsea signed William Saliba tomorrow, would he not take that leadership role of that team?
No,
You'll be
100%.
think easily.
You'll look at him as a leader, right?
Easily.
Cam,
He's the same age as Wesley Fofana.
This is the issue.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's
Cam,
character.
this is the issue. You've got an issue where I've seen Chelsea fans scapegoat like a Trevor who actually tries because they like a Wesley because it's Wesley Fofana, his hair's blonde and whatnot. Literally, I can't believe the gross negligence that has been done in that centre half position. You could have brought Thiago Silva back in January instead of going to Porto, just have a bit of security and someone to teach them. Instead, you refused to play Joshua Chimpong, who could have gained some valuable experience and shown that he's half decent and cares. Tosin, it is what it is. Let him sit where he's going to sit, safe. Sarr came, looked decent. It's actually shambolic.
I think Chelsea...
The fact that there's no... Remember, Chelsea are one of those teams here, historically, when you think about Chelsea, so what do you think of? You think of solidity at the back. You think of one player that's got a bit of flair that can bring you a bit of life and everything. And often not, you ever have a period where you have a very good striker or a striker that's a bit mid.
Yeah.
Right now, we've not had zero solidity.
I do think you're now reaching that point. Like, remember when everyone used to call it Arsenal banter club and
no, this is the banter era.
Yeah, I think Chelsea. I don't think
say
it's been fully stamped. Chelsea are a banter club now.
No, 100%.
Like, I don't think that, you know what I mean? Because
it's been a gradual slope.
Yeah, it's
That's what it is over the last 4 years since Blueco have come in. The strategy shift, the performances, the managerial turnaround, the recruitment.
Going young, trying to go pretty football, it's all becoming something that we used to laugh at with other teams. And you look at it, the way you're talking about, we used to have this. That's how I used to talk about, we used to have Rooney.
Yeah.
That's how Arsenal fans used to say, we used to have Henry. You're now getting to that stage where it's, we used to. Chelsea are firmly now in that banter era. And that like kind of, no matter what Chelsea win win vibe.
Remember,
for me is
that was
my-
the energy
my
how
whole
he
shtick
used to
was-
come
they
with.
no
won the
matter what
Conference
happens-
League last season, but that was the biggest mismatch of a competition that Chelsea spent
Should not
2
be there.
billion and they're in the
Yeah.
Conference League. That's
100%.
That's
but,
void to me.
But
Doesn't
remember,
count.
my whole thing
You know what I
was,
mean? And in the friendly tournament.
my whole
You know
thing
what I
was,
mean?
I will not go 2 seasons
Amount-
without winning a
yeah.
trophy.
The Trump tournament.
I'll not go 2 trophies. How many cup finals? How many times have Chelsea gone to Wembley and held a beating?
Yeah.
Do you know how many times like things have happened? You're looking at it's not the same club. It is not. My manager's coming out and he's saying that, oh, in my time here we're third. Broski, we're sixth.
And I
We're
think
trying
that's-
our best
that's-
to get. There's
said
too
that?
much. Liam
Rosenior
Rosenior.
said in my
There's
time
too
here
much
we're
talking.
third.
There's too.
What do you mean by that? Like results?
Results wise, if you were to do a form table based on no one up to do in his time in the job, he's for the
Who's
third.
top of that table?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Mikel.
Which one?
Oh,
No, it's not though. It's not though. It's not though. It's not. It's not.
Enrique.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. But we'll talk about that later.
Listen,
We'll talk about that later.
But now, what
no,
I
no.
think is also the fact that they haven't dropped to those, 8th, 9th, 10th places.
Yeah.
So they're still not seen as that. They're still competing for the Champions League spots. But I think once that kind of deteriorates, and bro, the Premier League over the last few seasons has shown that, you have 1 season, 2 seasons. Don't think you can't be mid-table next season.
Listen, man.
Don't think you can't be where
Listen.
Spurs are next season.
Listen.
Yeah.
Whoa. Chill. Now he's
Listen,
going to push this.
what did he say?
He said, you're going to be
I need a new man, brother. I need a new man, brother.
I'm looking down on you. No fear. No
Hey,
fear.
Mace. I want to look down on you.
Whoa. Pause, bro.
Whoa.
Man said, yo, Maze. Chill.
Whoa. Listen, you were
It's a
speaking
family show.
You speak about Arsenal's banner era. We've got to talk about Arsenal's champions-elect era. Listen,
Jeez.
I tweeted something here, and I said, the conversation at the moment is that the state of football right now is stale, it's brutalist. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, all this type of stuff, right? But football is about moments, and seasons get remembered by moments. There is no way, no one can tell me that a 16-year-old coming onto the pitch, being pivotal in the first goal, scoring the second goal, his first Premier League goal, being the youngest goal scorer, is not a moment. When you see stuff like that, you just have to go, you know what? It's their year. You just have to give it to them. It is their year. You have to respect what is going on. Like, at the end of the day, you can say that, oh, Pickford, this is that, whatever. Arsenal are doing what needs to be done right now, and I have to give Mikel Arteta credit. In terms of substitutions, right? Do you know how many goals and assists his subs have got this season?
21?
22.
Yeah.
That's
22.
what the depth is bought
That's
for.
what the depth's for. And last year we were saying that the youngsters didn't get enough like crucial minutes and whatnot in terms of like
Nah, Miles
Ethan's-
did. Miles did.
No, but we were saying that
played.
Ethan should have played a lot more when it was crunch time. It was too late. Dowman's been injured for 2 months. Mikel was on record saying that I wanted to play this guy when he's at 14. He unleashed him. What happens? People say, it's an easy go. Well, I've seen some of your best forwards not fall over in them positions.
That's what I think the biggest thing that surprised me yesterday was the actual change being made. The game
Yep.
state was 0-0.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
to think, you know what? All right, I'm gonna trust you now to make
Yep.
a difference as a 16-year-old.
Yep.
Say, I think you can. I think you've
Yep.
got the ability. That speaks a lot to one, his ability, two, the trust he has in him. But then for him to come on and do what he does,
Yep.
to get that ball out wide, shift it, and straight away. The corridor of uncertainty.
Yep.
We always spoke about it with Kevin De Bruyne. There ain't got to be a specific target, but I know there's going to be confusion in MLA.
Yep.
And Cappy comes off him, Gyökeres gets easy tapping. Then the goal for me is where I'm like, fairs.
Yep.
Because it's their corner. Then to the little headed knock past one. The little dribble past two. Then the composure to just be like, you know what, let me breathe. Let me walk this in.
He looks behind him.
Let me walk this in. Bro, he looked around
you're
two
missing-
times.
you're missing a key pass.
Why was
I said,
Milenko
yo.
so hell bent on stopping that moment, bro? Yo,
He didn't want his head top.
part of
He
me
didn't want
that-
his head top.
Milenko's ran past Jordan Pickford.
He didn't want
Nah,
his head
there was
top.
a part of me that was like, yo,
You didn't want his head top.
scripted. Because it was like, yo, you know in the advert, sometimes
Yeah, yeah.
you just go like this
Fuad,
and
you're
then
missing-
the drops. I was like,
Fuad, you're missing the most
Milenko-
important part.
Milenko, that was
Dewsbury
that
Hall.
was
He left Dewsbury Hall.
Milenko was
Chasing him,
back.
yeah.
Man was running past,
this.
man. Like, I'm like, chill, bro. The
But
moment's
Fuad,
gone.
Yeah.
It's 1-0.
He's trying to
You
ruin
missed
it.
the most important part. At no point whatsoever did he look to his right and be like, I'm squaring.
I'm going to assist.
He said, what?
This is my moment.
What?
Well,
This is on me.
course.
This is on me.
But when I remember when I came on here and I spoke about him,
Yeah.
bro, when I saw him live in the flesh, I was like, he's the best
Different
player
grade.
I've ever seen in academy that I personally have ever seen. I don't care what anyone else says. That I had ever seen. It was only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time until he starts making an impact on this level because he is just that good. He's the most talented player in the Arsenal team, hands down. Everybody included. He is the most talented player. I don't care if he's 16 years old. He's the most talented player in that camp. So eventually he's going to get his moment. You listen to the way Declan Rice speaks about him. Listen to the way Noni and everybody has spoken about this guy. If you have seen him, you will know. And the thing is, what separates him from others like that are young is that he's just got that level of that IQ.
decision making.
Bro, the best players, it's like they're born with a different level of IQ.
Yeah.
It's like they're just, there's some people that are raw. They're raw talents. It needs to be molded. The best, the generational, the whatever words you want to throw, them man start playing like they're 30 from 16, 17. Look at Lamine Yamal and all these type of guys. Now, everyone's talking about, Messi, and I'm not going to start throwing all that type of stuff out there. But in terms of English talents, you hope he goes on to fulfill what he is. And that could be one of the best players that England have produced. And that's just a fact, I'm trying to say. So I think there's big hopes for him. By next season, Arsenal fans will probably start getting to points when they see that starting 11 and Dowman's not in it, you're like, oh, come on.
Foden him, man.
I want him to play.
Foden him.
Foden him. Why? Foden's looking done by 25. It doesn't.
No,
really
he's saying
matter.
he's saying Foden was eased in.
The way
Foden was
you
eased
kind of
in.
bring him into the team.
I
He's developed his role season on season, let him get that growth in terms of. Listen, they still got Saka at the end of the day in that position. In midfield, they've still got plenty of options. Odegaard's still there. The captain.
I hear that. Yeah.
I'm saying folding him in terms of next season.
Ease
He's
him into
actually
it.
a very
but the thing is,
used a lot squad member.
Yeah.
One of the first subs coming off the bench.
It's hard to hold some people down, bro. That's how I see it. For me, when you're an undeniable talent, you play immediately. And that's one thing I think like people in this era kind of, as us as new fans, like modern fans, we think to ourselves, oh, give this guy a little bit of minutes, and then by the time he gets to 24, 25, he's going to be ready to hit his peak.
No, not even 24.
I'm saying that's not even the case anymore. Yeah. When you're a super young talent, and you're undeniable,
you play.
Your prime starts pretty much from when your debut goes. Yeah. So when people are looking at Bukayo Saka and these type of guys and saying they're done now, bro, these man's prime started because 18? From young, because they're playing every game from the off, because at that point he was an undeniable talent for what Arsenal needed. And someone like Max Dowman, it is going to reach. You don't realize how much agents talk, how much families talk. You need to give these young players certain type of assurances these days.
I get that.
He will be. I'm telling you, by 18 years old, he'll be starting every game.
But I think the difference between like the situation of him and Saka, when Saka came into that team, they needed him. They didn't have the talent and the depth that Arsenal have right now, in my opinion. Like, that's why I'm saying it's similar to the Foden situation, where Foden, the talent was undeniable from when we saw him.
But they had Kevin.
And that's the thing.
They had David. These are legends.
Well, right now
there's
Odegaard, who's the captain, and Saka, who is a legend at the club. So my thing is, you're saying almost like start him next season.
I am.
What I'll say to you, though,
I am saying that.
I would say this.
I'm saying that, bro.
This is someone that came off like a two.
I love Ethan as well, but Ethan's not Max Dowman though. You know what I mean? Max Dowman's a level above him.
He's had 2 to 3 months.
No. Max is a level. Ethan's a bad boy. Even Miles. I love Miles too as well. Like look what he did last season. Obviously now Hincapi and stuff is in there, but I can understand that a little bit more because they're kind of like better in that role than what's it called, and Ben Miles.
Yeah.
But Dowman, are they better? Are other guys better in that role than him?
The thing with the Dowman situation is, like, if you speak to anyone that has been speaking about this guy at age of 14, they were saying that he was ready because, again, the IQ is the decision making. They say that pros, they make the right decision 10 times out of 10. No passes misplaced. So he knows how to play football. I think the thing that will come down to is conditioning. Because at the end of the day, these are long seasons now.
Yeah.
And there's no point bringing them, he's not a Carling Cup player or stuff like that. He's ready to make impact. You just need to make sure his body's ready to go for a whole season.
Yeah.
Whether that's an extensive preseason and stuff like that, you do what you need to do in the summer to make sure he's right, to give you at least impact in the campaign. I think he's there now. He's not a sporadic first team player.
Yeah.
He is like
You know when
a
you're
first team player.
when you're
think about it, if there was no injury this year, we would have
That's the
probably
type of
seen
moment
this
you, of course,
before.
announce yourself. In.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's the thing. When you think about all the players, think about all the players that you remember now as like wonder kids, apart from Foden, because Foden is actually an outlier in terms of he was kind of babied his way through. You know what I mean? He had legends in front of him.
Everyone
It's
else
kind
had
of,
to get out
it
the
was
mud.
easy to.
It wasn't like
I'm not
Mbappe
going to
with
say
Foden
easy
said.
because you're playing against them. But think about a Rashford. Think about a Greenwood. Think about a Saka. And back. Did these guys wait? No, sorry. Your shirt is off.
Yeah.
I'm taking your shirt.
Yeah.
That's what when you're an undeniable talent, you look at, all right, who's that? Or is it Odegaard? Or is it Saka? Or is it Martin?
know what it
One
is,
of
though.
you man's shirts
Yeah.
are coming off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you
my thing
think
is,
your
I
mum was
don't-
waiting for Ferran Torres to, I'm going to bed myself in because
And-
Ferran
No,
is
but
going to
he
get
was
minutes.
bedded in for like the first 18 months. And then
No,
by the time
not
we got to
really.
the Euros, it was like undeniable.
No.
was playing from the start.
I
was
get
playing,
it.
nah.
But the first 7, 8 months, was he not
No.
kind of...
When he made the
initially
debut,
rotated
no,
out
you're
the minutes,
not
of
forgetting.
course. At
It was-
16,
there was
bro.
starting games, though.
No, you got to remember,
No,
there's
I get it,
certain
he
back,
was still
and then it was like,
starting
oh, we want to make sure his body grows properly.
Thing
Then
is, though,
there was a moment where it
I
flipped.
get
They were
it.
like, we've got to play him.
Remember Saka
What-
looked
no,
like
no,
Pepe
but
and
wait,
was,
wait,
yo,
wait, wait,
this
wait.
is the
What
long
I'm
game for
saying
you.
is, look, the ability, we're not questioning it. The physicality, as you said, if he's got it there, start him. My thing is, you know what this country's like, bro. You know what this league is like. The minute he starts now, all of a sudden, the next conversation is, can he get into the England squad?
100%.
Can he, like, the pressure just increased. And by the time he's 18, everyone's demanding, yo, where's his Ballon d'Or? I'm like,
Yeah.
Can we chill?
No,
Can we let
100%.
the talent breathe? Can we
100%.
let it develop properly? And Loki, I think Arteta has managed it really well, to be honest. And I
Obviously,
think
the
this is like
injuries did help.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course,
That's
injuries
what it
as well
is.
kinda
Yeah.
calm the noise down. But I think just manage it well. I think there's no doubt if you're as good as he is, he's gonna play, bro. He's gonna play. But to force him into the starting lineup,
I'm
at
not saying
16,
force.
17. No, this guy's saying, yo, give him the.
No.
Saka, take your
No,
shot.
no, no.
Odegaard, take your shot.
In all honesty, all Cam is saying is,
what I'm
listen,
saying is,
I get what you're
ballers
saying
no
in terms of
ballers, innit? And when it's time to
talent-wise,
ball,
No, what I'm saying is,
talent-wise, I hear it.
there's going to be
Start your best 11.
There's going to be so many more occasions that when you look at how talented he is and stuff, there's going to be so many more occasions that maybe Arsenal are drawing 0-0, maybe Arsenal are losing 1-0, and that cameo that he makes is going to make people be like,
he's got to start.
he should have started. Yeah. And then when he starts,
It's a wrap. You don't. The thing is, you know when you start, you
done.
don't come at the team.
That's what I'm saying.
You
When
don't
he
come at the team.
starts, it's
That's
done.
what your mother.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
but I'm
your
saying,
mother-
when you start, you don't come out the team.
This is what
Think
the
about
best young players
any
do.
young talent that you think of, as soon as they start starting, that's it. It's their time. And the thing is, you mentioned the Declan Rice thing. I think he's got enough like chief lieutenants in that team that can help support him. Do you get what I'm coming from? You know, some man, they come into a team and it's like, these guys are not trying to root
But
for you.
even so, they can help support him, but they don't understand where it is.
No, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? They don't
100%.
understand where it is. No, you know what I mean?
'Cause I've never been that guy.
No, yeah.
They still ain't connected the dots. He said.
The thing is, you can understand it
There's
as
only
much
set
as
man
you want,
that- there's only
but
set
you
man.
don't get it.
It's an exclusive
Do you know
club.
what I mean?
You're
You-
not operating
Yeah,
on this
it's an
higher
exclusive
plane,
club.
G.
Facts. You need
You're
to go.
not reading this frequency.
Bro,
Yeah.
like Rice, Top, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Obviously, he's doing his thing. All of these guys, but you don't understand it, bro. Like Max Dowman needs to go and talk to
your
mom.
alien.
No,
R10.
he needs cold calls from Owen, from Bruno. Those are the calls that.
Yeah.
Those are the man that need to talk to him. I'm sorry, not Gabriel. not these man. You know, what I mean? You man don't understand it.
Madrid 16.
Yeah, but you were getting flung about though. Maybe all he can say is maybe like, listen, hype can get to you, so
Yeah.
just I understand that, but you man don't
Wait,
understand.
hold on.
it.
Wait, him and
You weren't
him and
this,
wait,
bro.
him and
Saka.
him.
You don't understand it, bro. No,
I've had enough.
No, but you know,
I've had enough.
but you
Wait,
don't understand it.
Him and your ma
You
label
don't
mates, innit?
understand
Him and
it.
your ma label mates.
Who?
Him and your ma label mates, innit?
What Adidas thing?
F50, man.
There we go.
Hey,
You know
Righty,
what I
can you
mean?
facilitate a phone call?
Bro,
Righty,
hey.
can you facilitate a free? No, but honestly, big them up.
Title parade.
What for them? Hey, listen, I won't lie to you. Can I say something quickly? Arsenal might be the first team that have to request like 60 medals.
You reckon?
Murillo's got to get a medal.
Mavropanos?
Mavropanos has got to get a medal.
Yeah.
They got them.
There was
a couple
another one
referees
earlier
didn't-
in the season. There was another former Arsenal player that helped them in some capacity. But I know what you mean.
There's
yeah.
a few man that need
the
medals.
honourable mentions.
There's a few
little
honourable
feature.
mentions.
Yo, yeah, you wrote on this track. Here you go. Yeah, I appreciate the sample for that.
This
one.
your credit.
Yeah,
This
here you
your
go.
credit.
You know what I mean?
Imagine, you know, the law is so crazy. There's two things that are funny from this weekend. So obviously, you lot remember that when Rooney banged the 16 goal, it was against Arsenal.
Yeah.
So they got their get back with Max. Moyes managed both games for Everton, which is mad.
And
But-
he's the one that brought Arteta to England.
Yep. But
Yo,
Oh, that's
and
it.
it's
Moyes,
mad,
that's
innit?
testament of
That's the
24
Shane Gunner
years.
shit right there.
That's it. That's it.
Bro,
That's
Everton by Moyes.
But then, guess who Wenger's last signing, or last for Arsenal was?
what? Last what?
His last signing that made a debut for Arsenal.
His last signing that
The
made.
person that brings it's like the 200th person that he signed to make a debut for Arsenal apparently was Mavropanos.
Oh yeah, he did sign Mavropanos.
And then Mavropanos said, "Yo, I got.
Oh yeah.
These man need me."
Yeah.
Fairs, man.
He's
To
my
be fair,
lead
he's had a couple of big games over the last
Yeah.
couple of weeks. To be fair, he's been good. He's been incredible for it.
Oh, Nketiah. Apparently, Nketiah was one. Nketiah did one for them.
It gets to that point of the season now. As I said, it's championship time of the season, isn't it? And
Yeah.
there's no point talking about performances. No talking about it's 7 games to go.
Yeah.
Are we expecting now we get to Arsenal to now play swashbuckling football? No, it's time to win the league.
Crunch time.
It's time to win the league. You're looking at Arsenal, huh?
Squeaky bum.
Yeah, you're looking at Man City fumbling and stuff. It's time to win the league. And even though Pickford, that was some ADHD moment or something. I don't know. He just got bored. He jumped out in the 90th minute for the goal of Gyökeres. You need to keep probing. Arsenal were probing the whole time. When I was watching it, I was like, I was watching it in the at Stamford Bridge, funny enough, and it just kept being wave after wave after wave, and eventually, sometimes these teams are gonna cave in, man.
Wave.
Yeah,
Wave
yeah,
after
literally.
wave.
So
Let me go through these super chats. Rashid, I think he got sued Rashid. The last young prodigy to move me with their hooping was Team Gohan. Come on, you gunners. Also, Cam, I need to make Arsenal black again. Propaganda gang. William says, I've said if Chelsea are serious, they get Murillo.
we might have to see we might have to claim Dowman.
See Dowman's ancestry.
We might have
I
to
can't
claim
lie.
him.
When I was looking for his IG, the music choices,
He said he's looking a little off-white, you know.
you know, he's got them coals in his hair as well. He's on a Don Strapsy thing.
Go Palmer.
William Payne says, I've said if Chelsea are serious, they get Murillo. He's 23. He fits the profile stuff. Probably go and spend 80 million, and then that's what Chelsea do. Dwayne says, bro said in my time here we're top 3. Yeah, I don't know what he was going on about.
Still gaffer,
Absolute
man.
madman. Do you know Chelsea are the only
Black
club
managers.
here? Chelsea are the only club here that I know that the managers get trims. I see Graham Potter get a trim.
Yo,
I see.
that for me.
I see.
If so, you guys got a partnership with HD or something?
No, we don't know.
Oh.
I'm seeing it's the only club I've ever seen that multiple managers get trims. I didn't even know that managers get trims. Does
he's not focused on
Karika
his
get
work.
trim?
Who knows? Just a nice normal cut every week. You know what I mean? Normal standard cut.
William says Liam Roy's toy foreplay versus Real Men Newcastle fries. That's an interesting verse.
You said that?
William. Dwayne says thanks to 40 mil Chelsea Alejandrance Ganazi.
Alejandro.
William says VVD needs Milner. I did that one. I think I've done. What's it called? Let's see. BBB says credit to Arteta for making that front line win the Premier League. Thoughts on that? I've seen a lot of that narrative at the moment.
Bro, no, genuine. Right, listen, facts. Them man ain't. Listen, everybody knows Arsenal's forward line is scary. You know what I mean? And
In what sense?
it's not good enough. It's poor. But at the same time, I've said it all season. Arsenal are where they are because of Mikel Arteta, in my opinion. I think this is. Listen, I think it's the Mikel Arteta title. You know, I think his coaching has gotten Arsenal to this level, and I think it's one of those ones where at the end of the season, then people will fully look back at his whole spell at Arsenal and actually give it the credit that maybe it wasn't getting deserved because obviously people are saying banter, bottlers and stuff. But Arsenal have laid down a blueprint on how to develop, how to do it ethically as well. Let's be honest. They've done it ethically. They haven't done it like,
You know,
they haven't, you know what I mean? They haven't spent as much as Man United, Man City or Chelsea.
they've spent the same amount as Spurs.
There we go. So they've done it gradually. They've got youth players that's involved. They've got players from good scouting like William Saliba. You know what I mean? They've kept the same manager the whole time. They've gone through heartbreak, blah, 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 and overcome it.
Academy players.
That's what I said, yeah.
I said it 2 weeks ago. It'll be the first time that you've seen a manager like.
So in the end,
Come to
we'll
Premier
look at it and be like, wow, what a job that he done to finally get over the line. Some people will say, oh, it's the weakest league and stuff, but you got to get
Still
done.
gotta win what's in
Why
front
is
of you.
Pep not doing
They
it?
won't care.
Why is Pep not doing it?
Boy,
Huh?
we'll get into that.
2 years, I promise you. they won't
We'll
care.
get into that. But something that we do have to get into is Manchester United. The only 3-point collector this week.
You see how they tried to delay it? You guys see how they tried to delay it? Guys, you don't see how they tried to delay it.
Delay what?
You see, we spoke about Spurs first, we spoke about Arsenal, we spoke, who's the other team?
storylines, you know what I
We
mean?
spoke about Chelsea.
What are you playing for?
Champions League.
I mean,
You know
What?
the production
Yeah.
note came from him. You know.
Nah?
The production note came from me. He said,
yo,
he said
Hey, yo,
when we
mate,
get to hour, when we get to hour mark,
Bigger
when we get to-
storylines.
Pass me that, man.
so when we get to
Pass,
hour
no,
mark,
Pass me my Champions League trophy, man.
Don't.
Come on,
Mate,
man.
you
Come
know-
on, come on.
Let- just
Yeah,
let him have
come
his
on,
moment, man. Let him
What the
have his
hell,
moment.
bro?
Let him have
Like,
his
bro.
moment. Let him
Come
have
on,
his
man.
moment.
We're getting back to where we belong, fam. Flipping hell. Go on. Open up the conversation, mate.
Let's talk about. I want to speak about one individual in particular.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, 16 assists for the season.
Lovely stuff.
Game changer in many sense today. A lot of United fans are saying that this is a player of the season campaign from him, considering the fact that he was playing holding mid and now has gained 16 assists.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on Bruno Fernandes and what are your thoughts on where Manchester United are right now?
You want it? This guy. Well, see you soon. We'll be joining you soon anyway in the Champions League. Yeah, Bruno. Back to Bruno. Nah, I mean, listen. I think if he breaks this record,
So 5 more in
Yeah.
8 games?
5 more in 8 games,
Yeah.
and that's possible because the amount of chances that he has created. For example, what Sesko was, I don't know what Sesko did with the last chance that he created today. It's possible to break, and I think if he does break it, then he has. Look, who's really front running that conversation? I think it's Declan Rice that people are putting in there. I don't know. Has Declan Rice been at his top level in the last few weeks? I'm not too sure.
Haaland's
Rice,
fallen-
Caicedo.
Haaland's fallen off
it's
the
not
field.
Caicedo.
No, I'm
Caicedo.
saying 2 months
Oh,
ago.
okay, yeah.
Those were like the 4 names: Rice,
yeah.
Caicedo, Haaland, and Ekitike.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah, no, shut up, bruv.
realistically, if I had to assess it, I would say
Haaland's dropped out.
Haaland's dropped out. I
Haaland's
think
dropped
you'd have
out.
to look at maybe one of Gabriel and Saliba.
Yeah, I think Saliba. Yeah,
So I think Gabriel.
yeah, okay.
I think Gabriel. And that's only in terms of like front runners. That's it. You can't really give it to Semenyo, even though he scored goals for Bournemouth and whatnot, because it didn't amount to anything, unfortunately, for him.
It's not
Like-
going to amount for anything for Bruno, though.
No, but for Bruno, there's still a narrative of the most assists.
Yeah,
He would have broke the
I
record.
think often as well, like when you see these things, the person that makes a late push actually
Usually
ends up
wins it,
gets the
yeah.
nod. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? The person that makes that late push often gets it. Remember 12-13 season, for example, Bale's end of the season was
Yeah.
phew, Van Persie front ran that season.
Yeah.
Went
Hey,
on a
Xavi
little
Simons,
drought.
if he keeps you man up,
went on a drought and then he didn't get it. You know what I mean? And Bale won it. And rightfully so, Bale was unbelievable. I think that might be the case here in terms of, yeah, Arsenal are going to win the league. Man United won the league that year with Van Persie, but Bale's individualism ended up winning the player of the year. It might be that case. If you're talking about who is a player that as an individual has done maybe the most, like, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. The most...
you look at it and you go, that's standout.
Yeah, thank you.
Stand
The
out.
most standout things, it maybe is Bruno Fernandes. Do you know what I mean? It maybe is Bruno Fernandes.
And
so,
you guys have got narrative. You went from lingering
Yeah.
in the mid-table, bottom table to now being, as you mentioned, probably one of the informed sides.
we are
in
the most
league.
informed team in the
So
league.
he has narrative on his side.
Yeah,
in my
yeah,
opinion.
100%.
And like I said, people didn't like it. The playmaking for Mayowa, is ethical playmaking. It's none of this like 2-yard little pass and then it's an
real
assist.
proper
It's real
through
actual
ball.
passes.
How many
through-
players mash through balls these days as well? Like,
None.
their through ball statistics have gone down massively over the years, and he's somebody that's keeping it high. I think. Listen, the first half I didn't think he was actually amazing, but then in the second half it became an exhibition for him. You know, once he got that first assist with the Casemiro header. I think he just started to feel himself after that in the second half. The football was brilliant, bro. He was smiling. You could see the smile on his face. You could see just the enthusiasm that he was playing with. And I think it's often been the case this season. When we're down and we need something, Bruno Fernandes has popped up with some moments. For me, this is Bruno Fernandes' best season by far, actually, in my personal opinion. I know some seasons he got more GA and some seasons and he nearly scored 20 Premier League goals. But I think this has been his best season in terms of performance, in terms of impact, in terms of carrying, etc. So, listen, I think he will be in the final conversation. I think it is, if you're talking about, as you said, narratives, what they done, a team have won the league, one team have overperformed after we didn't expect it, but it will come down to Declan Rice and Bruno Fernandes. And hey, it really depends. I think people see Bruno Fernandes as the better player. And you got to remember, it's player of the year. It's really down to what the players who played against these guys feel. And you listen to the way the rest of the league, you listen to the way the rest of the league speak about Bruno. I won't be surprised if he gets the nod. Declan Rice is 100% going to win the Football Writers Football of the Year. 100%. He's going to win the Football Writers one. But the player, that's the big one, right? I don't know. I think that could go to Bruno. It depends.
What do you make of... There's a super chat here, and I found it really weird as well. I'll say it before I read it out. United are so funny because the first half, I was looking at the chances created, and I thought to myself, Šeško would eat here.
Those crosses into the box.
I was like, he would eat here. He comes on, and they were like, yeah, no more
crosses. Yeah,
that was so weird.
That's always been keeps being the case. We cross the ball when Mbumo's up top, and then we don't. And Mbumo, he is playing. Oh my goodness, the level that he's playing at the moment is terrible. You know what I mean? He's playing really, really bad at the moment.
I just want to read that super chat. Coach comes says, why do Man United players cross the ball when Šeško goes off the pitch and don't cross it when he's on the pitch? It's so confusing, man.
It is actually genuinely so confusing. I actually don't understand that.
Yeah, but
I don't understand it.
When was the last time? The thing is, you're saying that Mbumo's not playing well at the moment.
He's playing poor.
You're playing one game a week. Your game tends to be on a Sunday at a specific time. Yeah. Saturday 3:00 has disappeared. Do you get where I'm coming from?
What, one day he can't handle a day later?
Wait, but that was the whole law, right?
The whole law routine is wrong or something.
Yeah, listen, man, it changes up.
Nah,
man.
he needs to improve his performances because he's not inevitable enough to be playing like that. You get away with it if you're inevitable. Every week you're giving me a goal. He's not inevitable enough to be playing like that. You know what I mean? I think that's a little bit of a concern. But I'm seeing a lot of fans that, and I said it in my match reaction. I'm like, I think our fan base now, we're getting a bit. You know, our chests are high, of course, because we're happy. But I'm seeing a lot of Carrick criticism. I'm like, guys, it's not possible for Carrick to... You want us to basically go unbeaten, achieve top 3 with comfort, play the best football in the Premier League, make perfect substitutions and team selections. We got to sit back sometimes and say, are we being a little bit unrealistic? Yeah. He's literally got us as the most informed team in the Premier League. Okay, you don't like his team selection that he keeps playing in Mbumo. All right. You know what I mean? It happens. The manager might have a preference. Hopefully Šeško, as he's doing, will end up getting into the 11 or whatever, right? And Šeško is scoring off the bench. When Cunha was benched, he came on and made impact, got an assist. When Ahmad was on the bench, it got to a point where I'm looking at Ugarte coming on and I'm like, I don't mind a little bit. I don't mind a little. Ugarte's coming on. Giving me a little 10. You know what I mean? Give me a little 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Looking all right.
You don't mind
it. But that's the thing. Like, Euro came off the bench one game and was really good. Other managers, you'd say, wow, they're finding a way of keeping him, of keeping the camp happy. Everyone finding a way. But with Carrick, you're saying, you're complaining. Look at where we just came from. We got to remind ourselves, yes, we're a big club. And when we start winning, we puff our chest because we're a big club. Like, this is what we should be doing. But let's not forget
where we came
from. One season in the last 4, we've been in Europe. And that season, we lost in the group stages. We have been totally irrelevant as a football club for a while now. Very irrelevant. Only reason we're relevant is because of why? We know how to talk. We're loudmouths. That's the only reason we're irrelevant. I always want the standards to be high. But now when we're actually achieving results, we've beat City, we've beat Arsenal, we've beat Spurs, we beat Villa, we beat Everton away.
Yeah. Some big results.
Because we dropped points to West Ham and St. James's Park at 8:15 p.m.
It's not a nice
Come
place to go.
on, bro.
Not a
Like
nice
that
place to
is.
go.
I can't believe I'm seeing
be
some people
perfect.
come.
Yeah,
It
it
can't be
perfect.
perfect. And that's why I think Carrick is in such a hard position
Damned if
to
you do,
get
damned
this
if you don't.
job
Yeah.
because we're seeking pretty much perfection. As I said, you're looking at Arsenal, you're looking at City, you're looking at Chelsea, and everyone's saying, "Oh, we're not playing good football." But what you want Michael Carrick as an interim with no new personnel, one game a week to just what we just start playing the most swashbuckling, free flowing football, bro. People are being a bit. It's going a bit crazy, and that's why I think it's tough.
But when you've been starved for so long,
be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. No,
Be
definitely.
careful what you wish for, because right now it's nice. Be careful, because I saw that managerial shortlist. It's not moving me. I'll be honest.
What were
It's
some of
not.
the names? What were some of the names?
Glasner, Iraola, De Zerbi.
Yeah,
I think
heard the Zerbi's a
Nagelsmann
front
was
runner.
on there, and was it Mauricio
Maresca?
Pochettino or something?
Maresca?
Come on, man, huh?
Maresca?
Nah, it's not even Maresca's gonna go City in it, but.
Let me read a few of these super chats out. So Adam says Bruno since round 8 versus Liverpool has contributed 21 goals in 20 games he's played in, which is absolutely absurd, even when he was
That's crazy.
playing in a man midfield.
Two
I think it's
man
man
midfield.
Yeah.
Wait, let me ask you guys a question.
Go on.
Casemiro scored 7 goals this season in the league.
Yeah.
6 from set pieces.
Yeah.
6'1". Is he the best 6'1"? Under 6'1" and under
That-
from the set pieces that you've seen.
Do not
From-
create
from set
some
pieces.
From
bullshit
set pieces.
metric. I'm
Bro.
not even answering that. That's
Why?
not what, man said 6'1" and under.
No. But
Get
why
out
are
my
you
face,
adding
man.
set pieces?
What do you mean? Have you seen the way he attacks?
No,
set
but you're
pieces?
saying from set pieces.
Yeah,
Why
he
can't it
is
just be
an
aerial
absolute
threat?
from
No,
set
well,
pieces.
because aerial threat could be like you give a
No,
goal
but
kick
now
or
you're
header.
expecting me to flick through the calendar of my
No,
mind
think
to
about
find.
when you've seen guys
I feel like
that
Tim
attack.
Cahill attacked to take a corner well.
Did he attack it like Casemiro corners? Like
I feel like he might have.
Tim
Gary Cahill.
Carrie Cahill was 6'2".
Gary Cahill. He's a big man.
Carrie Cahill was like 6'2".
I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
it was
Gary
under
Cahill-
Even Casemiro, I think Casemiro is about 6, but whatever.
6'2".
Chicharito didn't score from set pieces. No, he scored a few corners from free kicks. No,
Huh?
Chicharito with those like corners.
But how you talking about Chicharito with this, bro? Have you seen the way he attacks? Have you seen the way Casemiro attacks set pieces, bro? No, you guys ain't deep in it.
No,
that's
no.
why.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yo,
It's
and
like-
he
it's like a lob dunk.
Bro, forget even
No,
the
no.
goal. Like even when he doesn't score,
Yeah.
he's active. What the chat
Got
say?
that bullet head.
They're not saying anything about
Bro,
that.
there
right
ain't
now,
nobody.
still.
Your fake metric.
No, I'm gonna
6'1"
create it.
and
Remember, I'm
under.
gonna create it
Who's
now.
the best attacker?
Now that you said that, I'm
no,
gonna
no,
create
no.
it.
Do a video where
the
you're.
sport-
Give me
Yeah.
a list of all the.
Set piece.
Hey, Jimmy High Roller.
Yeah,
I
bro.
need that type of video.
Yeah, 6'1" and under,
These are all
bro.
the
Someone
6'1" players.
Someone
since
said Ramos.
2001.
Ramos was above 6'2". Guys,
How
come on.
tall is Ramos?
Ramos
Ramos
is a
was
big
about
you.
6'1", 6'2".
No, Ramos was about 6'2", bro.
I think he was scratching. I think it was like
No,
1.5 centimeters.
I'm not gonna start googling Mandem's height right now.
Why not? You got a laptop.
Someone said Jota.
Hey, rest in peace. Yo, he was a killer.
From corners?
He was a killer.
From corners?
The way he used his
And
head.
free kicks?
Come on. He was a weapon.
That's a yellow card there. I can't lie.
He's a weapon.
The way he uses his head is a yellow card still. 184 meters.
Come on.
Is,
Oh,
is
that's
that,
one for 6'1".
Yeah.
is that?
That's 6'1", bro.
Who's that? Ramos.
Yeah.
180
Fair, if
what?
it's Ramos, then it's Ramos' answer.
Come on, man.
There we go.
But where did Casemiro
Apparently
learn
he's
from?
6 foot.
Who's 6 foot?
Apparently Ramos is 6 foot.
No, he's not
Right.
6 foot. He's
There we
6'1".
go. Now
That's
my
gotta be
questions
wrong.
has more meat to it, innit? Has more meat to the bone.
No, because Casemiro's not the best now.
No, I just posed the question. I said, is he? Now we know that Ramos, one of the greatest headers of all
That
time.
took
is a-
one Google search.
Someone said Falcao.
Ooh,
Great shout.
Good one.
Great
Someone said
shout.
Moreno.
Who?
Marino's
got to be like 6'3". What?
Nah, Marino's tall.
These people must be
Marino's
googling as they're
neck
saying
alone
it.
is 6'1".
What's going on there?
Yo, pause.
What's
That
going
was-
on here?
Neck. He's got a long
What's
neck.
going on
Am I lying?
here?
Does he not look like the Arsenal dinosaurs?
What's going on here? Andre says, Cam, I'm calling it now. Camavinga to United this summer to replace Casemiro.
hey.
Why do they keep revealing our secret, bro? Chill. Shush.
Yeah, that's back-to-back weeks, you
Shush,
know.
bro. Why are they
Yo.
revealing this on Dos Ogres?
Hey.
Shush.
Back-to-back weeks now.
Hey, Andre.
Cats out the bag. Yo,
Chill.
Madrid,
We're working in
up
the
the price.
background, bro.
Ink-
Why, guys, stop talking.
85 mil, lads.
Ink KG says Arsenal have 15 clean sheets in highest in top 5 leagues and lowest XG allowed. Rice or Gabriel win player of the year. Bruno is not doing anything different to Igor Thiago. Damn.
Ooh.
Damn.
I mean, from just
It's Ronaldo says it's 2009 season. KDB won it when Liverpool won the league because KDB met the target with TT. First part of the season, Bruno was playing deep. Remember that. Bruno has been class, but people don't want to hear it.
Good point. That's a perfect example.
Mike Watt says he won't win it, but anyone who's been watching Saliba, he's been flawless. He's normalized this level. Nobody even mentions him. It's him or Rice, our best
I
players.
agree.
Azarella says, when will Chelsea fans be honest about Caicedo? How can he be world class when he disappears in big games? Chelsea fans pretend it never happens.
Vitinha.
Vitinha.
Everybody's the best midfielder in the world to the best midfielder in the world steps in the room.
No, Vitinha scored him still.
Of course, Vitinha is gonna.
But that's expected. But that's
Well,
expected.
why is that expected? He's the best midfielder in the world.
Yeah,
No,
come
he's
on.
not.
Come
no,
on,
no,
bro.
no. You lot were
Give me-
putting him
give
in.
me a jewel.
You
Give me
lot
a
were
battle.
putting Caicedo in mad combos, you know?
No.
You lot were trying to
Hey,
pick on Declan Rice and then try to look beyond. They tried to look beyond. They tried to ascend beyond.
There's rollies and there's APs.
No.
There's a Rolex. And there's a day
Caicedo
day.
Casio. That's what we might be calling him, you know. Casio Sado.
Fairs.
I got something for him.
Fairs.
I got a tweet for him.
Caicedo.
Femi Manuel, I read your one about the Verts one, man.
Another booking away from a
2-game
two-game
suspension.
ban.
See, this is what you've done to this game. I want dogs. This is what you have done.
Guess what? I appreciate
People
them
like
for where
you.
they are. I keep them in their kennels in the garden. You know what I'm saying? You don't want
Go back to that question. Go back to that one for Femi Manuel.
Yeah, so do you see my first one? How many do you send? I read this one.
Do you think players like Bruno, Rice, Valverde too, maybe he can never be rated by everyone because they are not as techie as Pedri, Vitinha? I love this question. Can someone that plays like Rice, Bruno be regarded as great without the tech?
Bruno's got technique though.
I think
In his passing, he just hasn't got the glue touch,
the dribbling.
the stuff like that. But
It's
Bruno's got tech.
No,
He's got technique.
I think putting Bruno and Declan in together is a bit thing.
They're different players.
They're different players. But I
get
feel
what
like
you're saying.
Aesthetically
there's something,
pleasing.
yes,
I get what you're
there's
saying.
certain players that are aesthetically pleasing and you can put nice comp
hate
music
that shit.
and it makes you feel good. Bruno, you can't put the nice, the little piano.
It depends. Why not? I think you could. It just really depends.
No,
on,
but all
on
of
what
it's
you
going to
do.
be is like the string passes. You're not going to see that pirouettes.
No,
and
no.
stuff.
I'm saying with his question, I think you can be
Great.
seen like that.
KDB.
With what?
KDB wasn't one of these
but-
guys where you always saw deft touches and whatnot.
KDB's
Most of,
tech was-
no, but I'm saying most of what you saw towards the end years was technician. It wasn't like drifting and all of this. Early KDB on the ball, we're seeing loads of stuff. Towards the end of his career, we're seeing like
Yeah, but the thing is that KDB displayed his. I know what he's trying to say. I know what he's trying to say, but then
but
it depends.
Bruno displays that.
Yeah, I think so. I think Bruno shows technique.
Again, it's not the same, but like David Beckham as a technician was faultless, but you wasn't looking and seeing like deft
I
touches
think
and all
you
this.
need,
Like
you need moments if you are that player who maybe isn't as aesthetic.
Like a Jude Bellingham.
Like a Jude
wait,
Bellingham, you
yeah,
need moments.
moment.
Even Declan Rice, the Madrid games last year.
yeah.
Valverde, that hat-trick midweek. Those are the types of moments. And if you have them long enough, I always say with these types of players, it's about longevity.
You can though. Look at. Well, it depends on Bastion and what, but like look at like Gerrard, like mad tech, but Gerrard was long busting and running and sliding and all that type of stuff. But mad tech, Rooney as well, mad techers, but Rooney wasn't like graceful, but he was mad. So I think
Those are
he could.
usually my
But to be
favourite
fair though, what I would say though, is you're speaking about an era where even though you had all of these like, I don't want to say fairies, but angelic ballers on the ball, that era appreciated the fact that you could be industrial and techie at the same time. Whereas now,
I think this era likes that more.
no. This era, like, we're saying brutes. It's only-
recently has come
Let me
back
not
into
quickly.
fashion.
They were saying brutes, but there's so much focus on aesthetic and like, the
I actually
dribbling
don't.
thing.
I don't think so.
No, like,
I think it's the
there's-
The pendulum
opposite. I think it's the
swung
opposite.
back the
Yeah.
other way.
I
I
think
think
it's the
for the
opposite.
past decade or so, it was
been-
all about technical
Oh, it's
ability
gotta
and
be-
aesthetically
yeah.
pleasing. But the last 18 months, 2 years, it's definitely come back.
Come
the
on,
other
why
way.
do you think Pep is signing a man like Marmouche and Semenyo, bro?
No, I'm talking about
Come on,
what
man. The
fans
tech's
are saying.
gone, bro.
And that's- You're
The hope for tech is gone, bro.
We got on corners.
Come on, man.
I mean,
Fam.
low blocks.
Come on, man.
I know
Look at
it's-
Pep's recent signings, man. The game's left him, bruv. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't even really talking about City today as
The
well,
game's
man.
left him.
So he said he came back. He said, "I'm talking more aesthetically." Yeah, I think like I think you can be someone that's not like, and again, it's not that you're not aesthetically pleasing. You are, but it's a specific type of aesthetic. Whereas people may want
like
the
twinky dribblers, man.
yeah, like there's
Unfortunately, those are always the best
dribblers,
players,
bruv,
so
man.
get used to it.
So
The
bad,
GOAT
bruv.
is Messi. What was he?
Twinky dribbler.
Yeah, there we go. And in what? The best midfielders you've ever seen, Iniesta, Zidane, Zola, what were they? Dribblers. At the end of the day, the best players are always them ones anyway.
Conor
Sorry,
O'Reilly.
lads.
Zidane-
I mean, your mouth.
Zidane ain't a twink.
Conor O'Reilly says,
He's not a twink, but he was graceful. His feet were twinkly, bro.
lads, we've been there for time. Let me get finished with
Feather
that.
feet.
Conor O'Reilly says Bruno's taken assist record and player of the year. Accept it. What else have we not got round to? Better super chats there. Love it. Keep sending them in. Dwayne says, does Portugal have the best midfield for the World Cup? Bruno, Vitinha, and João Neves.
On
Martinez
paper.
might fumble it though, just like he did with Belgium. Big
They're
up
gonna start
FCM. man.
Paulinho, man.
On paper, man. on paper. But he's going to start who?
Paulinho.
Oh, yo.
Bro,
Dilo
you may
says,
not like it. It's the truth, though.
That would be dark.
Dilo says, you got a cameo slightly pique my interest these days.
Hey.
Hey, this revisionism on Nugate
Bro, it's
is
mad.
killing me.
It's mad. What's saying? What best six man?
Yo, boy. Close out.
Endo.
Hey.
The Endo.
Hey, well, just
That's the end of-
because he don't put a gum shield on, huh? Say no more.
The last one here is actually a good one, so I'm saving it for now. So Aaron Paul K says team of the season 4-4-2. Raya, James, Saliba, Gabriel,
Get up, please.
Nkampe.
Production.
Semenyo, Rice, Bruno, Shirky, Thiago,
Is this a super
João
chat?
Pedro.
Or you just said.
No, super chat.
Say it again, sorry.
This is his team of the season. Team of the season. It should come up any second now. Production. If his production still works.
Yeah, I think he's fell asleep.
Mad. He's fasting. Isn't
I think he's fell
No, we
asleep.
broke
Alhamdulillah.
up.
Broke fast, man.
he? Yeah, but he still might be tired. He might be just get some kipping in it. It's still not up.
Boy, what's doing, bro? Production rise, please.
Aaron Paul K says team of the season 4-4-2. Raya is still not up. James, Saliba, Gabriel, Nkampe, Semenyo, Rice, Bruno is still not up. Shirky, Thiago, João Pedro. Thoughts?
Shirky.
Production, can I have this super chat up,
Nkampe,
please?
though, Nkampe is only second half of the season. First half of the season, Calafiori was starting all the games. It's, I don't know.
Did he put right
Do you,
back?
do, you,
Reece
do, you,
James.
do, you, do you agree with Ryan goal?
Has Reece James been better than Michael Kaide, bro?
Yeah.
But do you agree with Ryan goal?
Yeah.
Raya.
Yeah.
He's had moments. as well.
Roofs.
I don't know,
Roofs,
bro.
Roofs,
I'd have to
Roofs,
sit down.
Roofs.
Oh, yes. Sunderland keeper.
Roofs.
Yeah.
Okay. Right back, who would you go? You're saying not James.
I think Kaide's been good.
It's been decent from a throwing aspect. I don't know.
I think Kaide's been good.
The thing with James is it's muddied waters because I'm seeing you
been playing
centre
centre
back.
mid.
Yeah.
He's been
So
playing
you,
centre
you
mid.
got,
Let's see what they're trying to do. See what they're trying
so
to do.
we've got to take marks away from that.
Yeah,
I can say it.
I don't know. I don't know. Right back.
Timber for most of the season has been pretty
So
good.
was good.
Timber.
He started to kind
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
a little bit.
maybe the last month or so, but I think for the majority of the season,
Cool.
he's been
Saliba, Gabriel, shooing.
locking.
Nkampe, they put left back.
I don't know if there's that many candidates, though. That's the thing.
West
Nico
Ham's left back.
O'Reilly.
Diouf has been
He's gonna
cold,
get
bro.
Nico O'Reilly.
Nico
O'Reilly and Diouf have been
Lewis
cold.
Hall.
Lewis Hall's been cold. Diouf has been
Lewis Hall
cold.
had an injury, I think.
Diouf,
He
Diof's
had big
been
spells
good.
out, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Diouf personally. West Ham.
I like
But they're
Diop,
down
but has
there,
he
that's
been the
problem.
best left back? I don't
I'd
think
go
so.
Nico O'Reilly.
I think O'Reilly.
Yeah, O'Reilly's a
I'd
good
go
shout.
Nico O'Reilly.
In the middle, got Rice, Bruno, Semenyo. No,
For me-
4-4-2. 5-4-2. So
Right.
we've got Semenyo, Rice, Bruno, Shirky.
What, 4-4-2?
Get Shirky out.
Now, Shirky didn't play enough. Like, Pep dropped him in
Semenyo, I
key
think
moments.
Semenyo will get in.
Semenyo, yes.
Rice will get in.
Rice,
I'm-
yes.
Bruno will get in.
4-4-2.
Elliot Anderson.
I think Anderson has to be in.
So what, you go Rice, Bruno,
I'll go
Anderson,
Rice, Bruno, Anderson.
and then Semenyo? Semenyo gets in still.
TK.
Bro, yo.
I'm asking the question. Haaland.
What's your thing with
I'm just
SK?
asking.
Bro.
I'm
He
just
likes his
asking
trims. He likes his
Bro,
trims.
stop
You know
saying
how-
strikers have been
Hey, Cam, you know that's how
Igor
Freud used to change
Thiago.
trims back in the day?
Yeah.
He'd
Igor
come in the
Thiago.
locks, then he'd
Bro.
cut it off. That's
Igor Thiago.
Ekitike team of the year, yeah? 11 goals in 1,700 minutes.
What you said?
Sesko, flop. 9 goals in 1,300
flop.
minute.
No one's gonna flop.
Hey, yo, what's up there?
He's a flying harassment.
Yeah. HR. You know what I mean? Flipping out. I'm free
So
at
what?
9 p.m. when it comes to Ekitike. HR when it comes to Sesko, bro. What's going on? What's that all about? Come on, man.
We went for what drinks.
I'm just asking the question. So what are we saying then? Front two of what? Haaland and Igor Thiago?
Yeah, I mean, well, if we're doing a 4-4-2,
Yeah.
so what are we doing?
Someone said Wilson.
Callum Wilson.
No, not Callum Wilson. Harry Wilson.
has been good though. What, on the right wing?
Harry Wilson, Semenyo on the wings, and then Rice and Bruno in the middle.
With
Igor
Anderson.
Thiago, Haaland up top.
How many penalties Igor got?
Hey, don't matter. You still got to bag your pens.
So
got to bag your pens.
Aaron Paulke put João Pedro, Thiago. You saying Shark, you know.
Late burst like Zappa. He went on a
It's been a good
good
stint.
little patch. Yeah.
Is it enough?
Hey, that's tough, man. Not many men are like screaming.
Yeah.
It's
Coach
me.
of the season.
You know,
Coach of the season. It's between two people. I think you have to give it to the
Keith
guy that's
Andrews
what I'm saying. It's got to be Keith Andrews or Arteta, surely.
or Carrique
Arteta.
or Carrick.
You just said it.
6 games,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
Shut
What?
up,
Is
man.
he eligible? How many games do you have to do to be eligible?
Gaffer,
I
man.
don't know,
How many
bro.
games do you have to be eligible?
Supply team.
Can caretakers win
Bro,
manager of the
Zola
month?
won player of the year coming in January.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He signed in January, won player of the year. Why can't Carrick?
Yeah, because he was
You
a
know, him
registered
manager
player.
league?
He wasn't a caretaker.
Fairs,
Has a
fairs,
caretaker ever
fairs.
won manager of the season before?
Definitely not. Definitely.
That would be some feat.
Yeah. Nah, yeah, it's Arteta in it. Or Arteta or Keith Andrews.
6 penalties it is.
That's not bad then. He's doing his thing then. Yo, Haaland, might be a bit dark for you, bro. Have you got? Yo, are we just being a bit nice?
I said to you midweek the slow because you were being.
Hey, listen, I can't lie
Does
to you.
Haaland have to come
I
out of
was
the team in a
saying
year?
I can't lie to you. I saw a stat. It was
way
that
too nice.
City's front three, no goals from Foden, no goals from Haaland, no goals from. It's dark anyway. But we'll get into that. Let me quickly. Just says, Mandem, I can't lie. I think Bruno's playing outstanding this season, but if he breaks the assist record, it just wouldn't sit right with me. You call him Bam Adebayo? They're calling Bruno Bam Adebayo. Man said Bruno,
Hey.
KDB, Henry.
It don't feel right.
They're calling.
Hey, we said Wilt, Bam, and Kobe. There's an imposter among us.
Bruno, you have to stop at 20 in respect for Henri, bro. And KDB. You have to respect them. You have to stay there, bro. Hey,
you know how
that's
funny that
too
is?
funny. Hey,
They're
that
calling
is too
him Bam.
funny. Hey, yo, on the final day, if Bruno's on 20,
It's a dark day.
Sesko, every free kick, we have to get our best free kick winner on the pitch.
Yeah.
Whoever that is,
Foul
Cunha,
bait
I
or
think.
foul baiting.
Cunha has to foul bait. We have to Bruno, you have to lay off every strike from a free kick. We have to do the bam. We have to.
Yeah.
We have
I
to.
can't lie. You gotta be shameless.
We got
Yeah.
to do that, bro.
But do you know what's so funny, yeah? If there's any person I would put money on, yeah, not that I do better or whatnot, but if I put money on any person with one game to go to break the assist record, bro, who you got for the last? In fact, can you find who you got for the last game of the season for me? We might see some of the funniest football we've ever seen. You know when it was Mo Salah's one? When
he started chasing towards the end of last season. Yeah,
Forcing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Quickly, a few more left.
God damn.
If Bruno breaks assist record and Portugal win the World Cup with him being pivotal, Ballon d'Or. Thanks, Henri. Hope you had your fun. We got it from People are cheeky. Gabriel, ASN says Gabriel has to be player of the year. He's played a serious role in defence and then on top with vital goals and last minute winner of St James Park. It's Ronaldo says the way someone said Saliba has been set the standard so high looks normal. Look at the last 5 years for GA for Bruno, made big numbers so normal. If Simmons gets Bruno's worst season, Tottenham would relegate or wouldn't relegate. I think he's trying to say if Xavi Simons had Bruno's worst season, Tottenham would never get relegated.
Oh, okay.
English, please.
No, but you know when you're typing, you're excited. It's like
School
oh,
of
he's getting
Maze, man.
Yo,
School of Maze.
You're dumb.
School of Maze.
if you
You're
know,
dumb,
you know.
You're
School of
dumb.
Maze, boy.
You're dumb. I think I saw the super chats. We've been here for a hot
We
second.
need to get into Man City, bruv, quickly.
Talk. The floor's yours.
Right, yeah, the floor
We're saying-
really is yours
we're saying-
because
How do I
Oh, listen.
say goodbye
Listen, look.
to what we had for the
Pep
good
Guardiola.
times?
Bro, listen. Man City are not winning
Alright,
this.
chill, man.
Bro, he's about to sing the whole song, innit? Man City are, you know, when people keep talking about they're capitalized, they're not going to well, now you can clearly see they're still dropping points. They're still going to drop points from now to the end season, in my opinion. And when you look at Man City, right, I think as much as maybe Onslaught and Liverpool have maybe made Man City higher than they should be, because I think everyone thought that Arsenal and Liverpool would be the top two. Most people thought that, right? Pep Guardiola is not doing a good coaching job, bro. Pep Guardiola is not doing a good coaching job, in my opinion. Antoine Semenyo, 10. Yo, we're doing crimes to the sport. You know what I mean? Like, and to the 10 position. And I like Semenyo.
But he's played there before.
No, I like Semenyo, but Antoine Semenyo in the 10, for me, is confusing. When you have Cherky, you have Foden. Yeah, we haven't seen the best of Foden, but we saw the best of Man City offensively in the lineup that he said is imbalanced, which was Foden, Cherky, Doku, and Haaland. Haaland scored his most goals in that period. Cherky was the top creator in the league at that period. Foden went on that stretch of scoring goals. Jeremy Doku was one of the most exciting players in the league. And yes, Man City's performances in the second half of them games weren't amazing all the time. However, that is when Man City went on a 9 wins, 1 draw, was it? 9 wins, 1 loss in 10 games, in which he's saying is imbalanced. So in the search to be better out of possession, Man City have massively declined going forward. When he's playing Semenyo in the 10, Marmouche, Savinho
coming out of nowhere,
still using Bernardo Silva like a bar of soap. Like, genuinely, like...
Still thinks he's the best player in the world.
And this is what I'm saying. I honestly think, and I said it last week, so it doesn't need to be anything extra, but I just think I think Pep and Man City... Thanks for the memories, bruv. Probably should have left off the 4P.
Yeah.
Like, thanks for the memories. Great manager. You're getting washed. You're getting washed by a Real Madrid team without 7 man.
Question though.
Like, I'm looking at, and that's down to, and he gave the stick talk. Like, you guys, one loss that I have, you guys talking about my team selection.
Nobody
only for next week to be like,
oh,
okay, maybe you guys were right. My team selection was bad this week. I just look at it, and I look at some of the players that Man City signed, and I think I said it to you on the slow, because I was like, when they signed players like Donnarumma, it never really felt like, and you can go and check my content, it didn't really felt like a signing that Pep makes. You look at signings like Gahey, I think Gahey's good, but it just feels like, what's the best out there? Gahey. Nori, what's the best out there? Semenyo, you're doing well in the league at the moment. It doesn't feel like proper strategized signings that Man City used to make. I used to think Man City are dipping into a pool that nobody else sees. They used to just sign players that just fit their mold so perfectly, grabbing guys like Alvarez from Argentina. It's like, who is your scouts? Now, it just feels like Man City are just like plucking away. These guys don't see, it doesn't give me, I look at this team, I do not see a Pep Guardiola team. I do not look at this team and think, this is not a Pep team, bro.
For me, I think...
Oh, you think it's a Pep team?
No, we talk about errors in football, right? And I feel like Pep had an error for so long, and for the first time, we've said it here so many times. We are no longer in the Guardiola era. He's having to play everyone else's game, and you can see how uncomfortable it is, because this is not territory he's used to. He's not used to having to go and get the players based on athleticism rather than pure tech. He's not used to having to play brute ball and capitalize. He's not used to this. And that's why when you see the press conferences, he's coming across as rattled, or he's kind of contradicted himself in what he's saying, because he no longer is playing in the safety of where he is. It's like when you see a heavyweight boxer get banged in the face for the first time, it's like, rah, like this can happen to me. That was last year. And we kind of thought, that's interesting. But no one said anything. Now I think it's safe to say there's something. And I'm going to quote the great Fuad, where we always used to say, can you coach defense, please? Now we're at a situation where the stats are wheeled off about the front four. Can you coach attack, please? This is the first time we've seen a Pep Guardiola team not be able to... No one's... What? Just Semenyo scoring. No one's firing. No one's eating. No one's grabbing a grab at iftar. Everyone's just fasting for 24s. We've never seen this before. And it's a growing indictment that maybe it's finally gone past him. And listen, that happens to everyone.
It gets
Bro,
to the
you know
point,
he's had like 20 years of.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
Like he
Yeah.
came in,
Yeah.
created the greatest ever team.
it can
went
happen to
Bayern,
anyone.
Revolutionized Bundesliga, came England, completely ruined.
no
and
one's
broke
talking
it.
about his legacy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. But the game.
But this moment can happen to anyone, and
Yeah.
Yeah, it could
ultimately,
happen, but
he's never had to. He's had to tweak himself.
went on till 71 years old.
He's had to tweak himself, but he's never had to adapt to a different time. Do you get where I'm coming from? Because the time was always based on him.
Followed on what I've said this months ago. The game followed Pep.
Yeah.
Now
Now
the
the
game
game's not
doesn't
following him.
follow Pep, and he's having to play catch up. He said it himself last year, though. Credit to him. He said the world is moving towards Newcastle's and Bournemouths, and these are the teams that you actually have to
Forest,
to follow, because this is the way the game is moving. So he's understand that, but like. You know, I see Pep do these press conferences where he says something, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's got that look in his eye." Hey, listen,
It was nobody wins titles in November.
yeah, listen, Pep, your players ain't writing them checks. You know what I mean? They ain't cashing them checks no more. That you might be saying there's no KDB. You know, no, for real. Like, there's no
you ain't got
Kevin.
no demon. Yeah, there's no
There's no
demon.
Kevin.
on it.
Yeah,
This
there's
is
no
the truth,
demon.
don't it? There's no Kevin.
There's no
Kevin's gone.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? All of a sudden,
no Gundo.
bro, Kevin's gone.
Yeah.
So now all of a sudden it's like you're
It's
looking
like-
you're looking at this squad and you're thinking to yourself, where is that inspiration going to come from? You're looking at Haaland. He cuts a very frustrated figure, but at the same time, Haaland's movement in the box, bro. Not every cross is going to come to the back post, bro. Come get, go to the front post. Guys are putting the ball across the box. He's not there either. So I'm looking at this whole thing together. And look, what do we say when we're saying, oh, Man City are going to potentially be back? Why? Okay, what? Man City are going to spend another 300 million. Wow.
But again,
I mean, they're not operating on a higher level in the market that they used to.
as we
anymore,
said,
bro.
not to keep us here, but the talent pool of players that they would sign doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Doesn't
That's what I'm
exist
saying, that's what I'm
anymore.
saying.
Doesn't exist anymore. This like back in the day when all the PYG holders got locked up.
Bro.
That's it. Is that wrong?
saying.
He's gonna run the ends. Innocent. It happens to anyone, man. But let's see how he sees out his tenure, because there are rumors that he might be going. Let's see what happens to City from then. Have they actually planned for life after him?
Yeah,
We don't know. We don't know. But listen,
Maresca.
that is. Oh my gosh, God. Wait, is that another one?
Marmouche, Semenyo and
Hey, these super chats have been
Fabinho.
flying in. Let me read this last one. Dwayne says 4-man midfield with one leg Rodri, Semenyo, Nico, and Angry Silva. Bro, with the fall off.
Nico got
The fall off
random
is wild.
posted for no reason. Wasn't he
Yeah.
having a great season?
Yeah.
4-4-2 is
Flashing
cool.
left back in the Champions League.
But come on now. This is why he's always gone for tech. I can't lie, yeah. Love Semenyo. Love Gehi. But the tweets that came out after that Madrid game, yeah.
Bro, they learned life, innit?
Baptism of fire, man.
They learned life.
But yo, are we doing champs and duds?
Yeah.
Let's
By the
go
way.
champs and duds. Can we do
I've
that
got a
first?
champ already.
Who's your champ?
I've got a champ already.
Go on.
I have Don Antonio 10. Don _ Antonio 10 has just tagged all three of us on Instagram. FCM Pod 100 kg challenge accepted.
Nine.
Putting up his reps. Real men.
Entry.
Aye.
Entry.
Get your entries
Entry.
in.
Hey.
If you ain't benching 100, don't
No
talk
entry.
in the chat.
No entry.
Yo, we need
No,
more
but
entries.
send super chats.
Wait, let me see. Let's see the clean. Let's see the clean.
I like that.
Yeah.
Listen,
Extend
you
it
see
up.
that struggle.
Yeah.
You see that struggle.
He's boyed out. Yeah,
They
okay.
look like some
He's boyed
American.
out.
They look like some American
Yeah,
cats.
look at that.
He said American
They look
cat.
like some American cats.
Clean.
I know they from. What's
You see
saying?
Siri Guppy's all?
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah.
Real men.
Hey, I like
No,
that.
look, they
I like
they
that.
put it in pounds as well.
Come on,
Oh,
man.
they put it in
Come on,
pounds.
man.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I've got a dud. Let me just find his name, because this was
That's a good one.
That's
I like that.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
he tagged you.
That's the
on that on
first
Twitter.
time we've had it. Oh, my phone's flipping
Fairs,
dead.
yeah.
That's the first. Is that the first? Other than at the end of the season, we always give the fans the champion of the
Yeah.
supporters, but
Nah, he's a champ.
yeah.
Don Antonio,
My
fair play,
dud
man.
is Abdel
Nah, I'm gonna retweet it now.
Abdel Abkar.
who the hell is that?
So this guy decided to walk past Solofia and grab his crotch.
Oh, that was so funny. Yeah, I seen that.
Which other?
Some guy grabbed.
So he walked past Solof and grabbed his crotch and then got a red
he
card.
got around sold up the crib as well.
Yeah, well, and worse. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Come on.
That is my dud of the week.
I don't really have a champion this week. I didn't think about it. To be fair.
That's my dud.
Cat, let us know some
Oh,
champions.
Valverde champion of the week. Valverde
first
hat-trick.
half hat trick as well.
That's gotta be it.
Something.
Same.
Got big up all the mums as well. That's champ, you know.
Oh, yeah,
That
Mother's
raised these
Day.
amazing footballers.
Happy Mother's Day.
Contact the mothers in that watch the show as well. You know,
big
they
up,
might watch
big up.
their sons, they might watch their daughters. You know,
Yeah,
It's a man's game is a woman's game. You know, all of that. But listen,
Dad's game.
we will be back. Yeah, I like that. It's a dad's game.
Goulet wonder goal from the halfway line. Oi, beyond the halfway line in his own half.
Life without set man. Freedom.
Maudong.
Freedom.
Mugabe.
Give me freedom.
Give me fire. Take me higher.
Oh man,
the life, man.
someone just wrote. It's not super chat, but they said no champ for Bam.
Oh yeah. No, but that wasn't last week. Was that last week?
That was this week.
This week. It was
That's
this week.
man.
Yeah, it was during the
Time
weekend.
goes quick.
Nah, Bam.
Yeah,
Bam
shout out
definitely
Bam,
does
man.
that.
And shout out SGA as well for breaking the
Hey,
consecutive
Why
record.
was this girl at the press conference?
Bruh, she's a legend, innit? And the WNBA, innit? So they're just excited, I guess, innit? Yeah, they're trying to make it a thing, you know? Like,
Yeah,
you know,
man.
like Reece James and Lauren James, they have to sign a contract on the same day because they're brothers. It says, oh my God, you guys are brother and sister. I never knew that.
Wait.
Oh my God, the
I know
Jameses?
Reece
You
James
guys
signed, Lauren James signed on the
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they sign together.
And then they get the brotherly sister.
Yeah,
picture.
yeah,
And then they get the childhood
work
one.
out.
Oh,
Yeah, and you're like, work
Oh,
out.
versus,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is written.
Oh,
it
of
was
course.
written.
The James family. We ain't talking LeBron when we talking the James family. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up, man.
She scored in the final.
Shut
today.
up, nigga.
She scored in the final. Today.
Yo, go. Hey, the guys,
share, subscribe.
Yo. Whoa.
Welcome back to another episode. A lot of Arsenal fans are saying that they finally have depth in their team, though.
They have depth, but in terms of like top end quality, I think Liverpool have more.
There's no excuse. It has to be done now.
Iconic moments in derbies.
Arsenal won the league at Tottenham.
Palmer, Lavia, and Caicedo midfield three.
These guys just need to stay fit. The talent is there. If these guys can give us 1 year of just fitness.
This is FCM on DR Sports, and it's live.